There is a race none can win. No matter your skill or execution.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
No matter how hard you try. But if instead of looking to win, you approach it differently. If you control everything you can, while accepting anything you can't. If you disregard any and all opposition, focusing solely on your own way. If, whenever you need to, you don't hesitate to restart the clock. And leave to others the counting of its seconds. You may come to realize that, actually, it never was a race to begin with. And if it isn't a race, then you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The Cosmograph Daytona.
And action!
All right, here we go, guys. It is Saturday, January 3rd, 2026. Original OC channel. I am your host. We do have breaking news and live updates to share in the TraxNYC Diamond District debacle. 3 have been arrested. We have arrests made by the New York Police Department yesterday in conjunction with the attack on TraxNYC. We covered the brutal attack last night, and tonight we're going to cover the aftermath with full analysis, full expert analysis. If there are any experts in the chat. If there are no experts in the chat, there will be zero expert analysis. there will be the opposite of expert analysis if there are no experts in the chat or on the panel. But we'll do analysis nonetheless. We do have full coverage. We have video. Content of the arrests. We do have footage of the perpetrators, the alleged perpetrators being carried out of the location, walked out of the location. They did a perp walk, guys. They did a perp walk with the three individuals arrested in the attack on TraxNYC. They tried to kill me. They tried to kill me, says TraxNYC, with my own chain. Nonetheless, adding insult to injury, not only did they try to murder him in cold blood, but they tried to do it using his own branded jewelry. This is the original OC channel, Smart Watch Talk for the Smart Collector. Subscribe. If you're into boring watch talk, we usually do boring watch talk here about Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, Richard Mille, and others. If you like boring watch talk, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, then probably just watch today and never come back again. Let's see. We have. By the way, if you're watching this on the YouTube app on a mobile device, or if you're watching on the YouTube app on your iPad, or if you're watching on desktop, drop in a comment in the chat. I like to personally greet every single person who watches. So that's just a cool feature that we have here on the OC channel. I like to recognize everybody who takes the time and effort to share their opinion or to leave a greeting or a comment in the chat. It's Saturday night. How long of a stream am I going to do? Probably not long. As long as, as we need to cover the breaking news. We want to show all the footage leading up to the attack. We want to show the attack in great detail. And then we want to show you the perp walk. We want to show they got arrested. There are arrests made. By the way, TraxNYC himself was not arrested. He was not arrested. So that's an interesting angle. Usually when you have a melee like this, melee is like a fancy word for like fight. I don't know, what does melee mean? Oh, let's do a quick search. Let me look it up in my Webster's dictionary. What does melee mean? Melee. No, I mean a fight. Let's see. Melee, a chaotic, confused hand-to-hand fight or struggle involving multiple people. That's spelled M-E-L-E-E. I didn't know it was spelled that way. It's a melee. Oh, melee. It's pronounced melee. I pronounced it. What did I say? Melee? What the fuck? Anyway, it's a melee, guys. It's a chaotic, confused, hand-to-hand struggle. It's the melee in the Diamond District. We're to cover the melee, but we're also, usually when you have a melee like that, both parties are arrested. It's not quite clear who the instigator was. Some people, by the way, believe that Trax should have been arrested and that he was actually the instigator. He was the one who actually committed assault first. And then the Akay people, George Akay, which sounds a lot like George Takei, but it's not George Takei, it's George Akay, and the other guys within the Akay Diamonds organization, that they were innocent, that they were acting in self-defense. We may do a poll later. But leave your comments in the chat. We already have 10 people watching. We're already up to 10 viewers. I love it. Let's see who we have in the chat. By the way, this channel is a membership-based channel. I don't expect, if you're joining for the first time, I don't expect you to become a member. But if you're interested and you want to support the channel, come back a few times. And if it's the kind of content that you enjoy and appreciate, I'll drop a link to the memberships. By the way, because this is a watch channel, we have to do something here, which is called the customary wristwatch check. And today I am wearing light blue today. Probably, I don't know if it looks like light blue, but I'm wearing baby blue. And I'm wearing how's this look? This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual day date in 40 millimeters. This is a full platinum timepiece, automatic movement, 72 hours power reserve, full platinum bracelet with the president motif, the president bracelet with the hidden crown clasp, ice blue Roman dial platinum bezel, full platinum watch. The retail price on this watch, if you want to buy it new from Rolex today with the fluted bezel, is $68,000. $68,000. Rolex, reach for the crown, platinum day date. We don't fuck around on this channel. We don't fuck around. Let's see who we got in the chat. I want to greet every single person here. Let's see who we got. We've got Mathis. What's up, Mathis? The loogie heard around the world. Yes, I saw someone using the hashtag Haktua earlier today. And I'm like, what is that, Haktua? Or maybe I saw that yesterday. I'm like, what does Haktua mean? Oh, the Haktua girl. This is where someone smart in the chat types in that phrase that goes with Haktua. Haktua. I got Brody in the chat. Brody is the official legal expert for the original OC channel. Also a member. Don't understand why most people seem to be taking Trax's side. He went in hot. By the way, Brody, this is an expert legal opinion, but he may be offering his comment in his non-legal layperson's capacity. I don't understand why most people seem to be taking Trax's side here. He went in hot, bowed up on a man, bowed up or bowed up on a man, screaming in his face and threatened him. Don't want none, don't start none. I think Brody seems to think that he got what he deserved. He got what he deserved. Do you agree? Let us know in the chat. Tickle My Talk's here. What's doing? I like how Tickle My Talk is a regular viewer now. Good to see you in the chat. McAllen Drinker's here as well. Member of the OC channel. 11th to upvote as I sit in the Terminal C parking lot at EWR this evening. That's Newark Airport. Yeah, Newark Airport. Yeah, the cell phone lot is not the worst lot in the world. A lot of people skip the cell phone lot and they pull over to the side. Very dangerous to do that. But thank you for upvoting. But be careful. Don't stream and drive, guys. Do not stream and drive. But we're going to be showing you the perp walk very, very soon. We've got Sammy K. What's up, Sammy K? Thank you for the super chat. Sammy K, $5 super chat. In all fairness, if you understand law, Sammy seems to agree with Brody here. If you understand law, Trax assaulted and threatened first. And it's all on film. A good attorney will destroy Trax. Guys, when this first happened, hundreds of thousands of people took Trax's side. Is it possible that upon further analysis, upon careful, measured, and deliberate analysis, some reasonable people might find that Trax was the aggressor and Trax actually assaulted a K and a K acted in self-defense? We'll watch the rage leading up to the attack. We'll see, was Trax in the wrong? At what point did Trax actually commit assault? And was the K Diamond guy justified in his defense? Was it self-defense? We will examine this. Well, by the way, 3 people who work for a K, I think this guy and his dad who run a K were arrested along with a security guard. So we're going to show you that footage. We have the footage. We have all the footage. Whole Milk's in the chat. Wasn't arrested because he's a Fed. You think he works for the federal government? Interesting. We have John Lee. I wonder if there's any real evidence by the guy that told Trax they were using his name. Is Trax just taking the guy's word, or does he have actual more evidence? This isn't actually a theory that was posited That's a big word. That means floated earlier today by several people who shared that with me, that this was this a setup? This could have been an entire setup, or the big fat guy who bought the chain, maybe he gave Trax wrong information. Maybe he coordinated this whole attack. Joining us now is expert legal mind, general counsel to the original OC channel, and watch enthusiast, Brody. Welcome.
What's up, OC?
Thanks.
Listen, I don't understand why everybody's taking Trax's side here. I don't get it. Went in hot, bowed up on a man, threatened him, screaming, yelling like a maniac. So he got spit on. Okay.
Before we go any further, are you giving official legal opinion, or are you acting in a layperson's capacity?
Why is anybody? Well, no, I mean, listen. Did the guy technically assault him or commit a battery by spitting on him? Sure, but Trax should have been arrested too. He committed assault. He threatened the guy. He got up in his face. He's smashing stuff. I don't understand why everybody's taking this maniac side. Seriously. And then he's surprised that people tried to, that they retaliated. I mean, please.
Trax is just
Also, why do we believe his story that this guy bought a chain from somebody else thinking he was buying it from Trax, even though the receipt was clearly not from Trax? Like, I don't believe his bullshit. I don't know that guy bought a chain from that guy, or that was the chain that he bought from him. I don't know that. Why we believe in that guy?
Yeah. So in other words, you feel like you feel like there hasn't been enough scrutiny on the story leading up to the confrontation. Like you don't trust that the fat guy's story, whatever the guy's name, the guy who bought the chain,
right.
Maybe he switched the chain, or maybe.
Exactly.
Or maybe he maybe he went and bought a chain that was a shitty chain, but he never mentioned Trax's name at all. Maybe he said, listen, I want a necklace or a chain that looks like this one.
That's right.
Maybe the guy's, hey, who's to fault the guy for saying, oh, you want a chain that looks like this one? I have one like that.
Right.
Here you go.
I mean Akai did show the video, that guy wandering around all the booths in that area ahead of time. He was walking up to booths. You could tell he was having conversations, looking around. Yeah. If he wanted to buy a chain from Trax, he would have went to Trax's booth, or he would have called Trax, and he would have said, hey, I want to buy this from you. No, he saw the chain online. Maybe it was on Trax's site, and he went to the 47th Street to go buy a similar chain. That's it. That's what happened.
That could be it. By the way,
he's not Trax's customer. Please.
By the way, there is a saying known as Gillette's razor, which is the simplest explanation is usually the right one. So
yes.
So maybe this is just a complete misunderstanding, or what we're seeing on its face is not actually what went down. Just want to say hi to a few more people in the chat. We've got JBB. We got Double Crown, who's a member for 14 months. Booyah! Good evening, OC. 2026 is here. Which side are you on? Yeah, maybe people rushed to judgment too quickly here. John Lee says, also, is that other group known for using other people's names and underselling their products? It's not. If not, it's hard to take anyone's word or fault anyone without real hard evidence. Thank you very much. We got a gentleman named TM in the chat. He got spit in the face. That's what started the physical fight, says TM. What are your thoughts on that? Like, hey,
I don't know. If a guy like Trax bows up on me and gets in my face and starts screaming in my face, I'm gonna punch him. Why is everybody? So what? He got spit on. Would you rather he got punched? He deserved to get slugged. Come on.
Hey, I mean,
please.
Bodily fluids.
This whole idea that you could just get up in somebody's face and yell at him and nobody's supposed to lay a hand on him. Please, come on. That's not the law. Clearly, if you feel threatened, and I think a lot of people would feel threatened by Trax's conduct in that moment, would reasonably feel threatened, and were actually feeling threatened by it, then you could punch him. So everybody's focused on that he got spit on, and that's the great offense. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Does he? The question is, does he appear threatened? Does he appear threatened? Good point. Buckley's in the chat. Member of the OC channel. Mazalito. That guy was a fucking annoying. This Benny the jeweler guy. Him and his Hebrew Masalito shtick. You fucks with the Masalito. We would destroy you.
Here's what's going on here. Everybody hates everybody who works in that building, right? So they're taking Trax aside because he's going after everybody in that building, even though he also works in the building.
You think so?
That's what's going on.
There's politics at play.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone named the Rapacity. I think they have booths inside of a shared building, kind of like an antique store. Is this right? Yes, they have. It's a jewelry mart where you have lots of booths, and they do share. They do share a space. So this is the booth where the a K Diamond is, and then right next to it is a big booth where TraxNYC is located. Father Artifacts in the chat upvoted the live stream. Thank you very much, Father Artifact. We've got Sammy K here. We've got Jen G in the chat who says in New York City, okay, we have legal opinion here. Screaming in someone's face in New York City isn't automatically assault. It becomes criminal when combined with threats, invading personal space aggressively, or creating a public disturbance.
Yeah, and Trax did all three of those things.
It could be argued that Trax, when Trax said something like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, bitch?" You know, that could be those could be fighting words. Those could be threats. He definitely invaded personal space with aggression, and I don't think there's any argument that what he did constituted disturbing the peace. So, I mean, they were in private property, but still, it was a public space, public area, part of private property. So, very, very good information. Thank you. We have not Patek material. Don't be ridiculous. That's called Oscar's razor. Sorry about that. It's called Oscar's razor. We have a lot of smart people in
how many people are going to intentionally get that wrong?
Got Doc Mick in Florida, who's a member, says hello, everyone. Jefferson Electric is in the chat. Got Van Lux. Is Van Lux even allowed on this channel? Did I unban Van Lux? Yeah, he's here. Listen, everyone deserves a second chance. If you want to come back to the channel, right, Brody? People are welcome back as long as they act accordingly.
Yeah,
we don't need apologies. Apologies are for simps. Just come back and behave.
No public disturbance in the chat.
No, yeah, do not create a public disturbance or disorderly conduct in the chat. Logan Hall's Grill Streams, a member of the channel. Yo, fellas, he's here. But getting spit on is no joke. True. I mean, that's not fun. It's not fun.
Would you rather get spit on or get punched in the face and get your nose broken? I feel like everybody's like so offended that he got spit on, but if he punched him in the face and broke his nose, you guys would all be good with it.
That's funny. Yeah, it's an interesting that you bring that up. It's like the spitting with the saliva and maybe the fact that it carries bacteria or disease or whatever. Yeah. People tend to think of it as more egregious than getting fucking punched in the face and having your nose broken.
Mm-hmm.
Greater, we got the Gatsby, who's also a member here in the chat. I maintain this was a stunt that seems to have gone wrong. Even if that customer did tell Trax that crazy story, no mentally stable person, put that in qualifiers, runs over someone's booth screaming like an idiot. Well, maybe you don't know Trax. This is Trax's MO. That's how he built his reputation.
You nailed it right there. You nailed it. You
okay,
did.
So
one other thing, though, no stable person refunds money to a guy who didn't rip him off in the deal to begin with, to step in his shoes and then run over there like a maniac. Like, why is he getting involved in this guy's business if he got a bad deal from Akai? Who's Trax? What is it his business to get involved in this? Go fuck yourself. Seriously.
We have Justin Bishop in the chat.
Why is everybody up in everybody's business, OC? Why?
Why? I mean, listen. Let me show you something. I'll explain. I'll explain why. If I close this window here, look at this. This video. Oh, it doesn't show how many. Hold on a second. Let me see here. How come it doesn't show how many people liked it? Hold on. Oh, the number of likes has been disabled for that video. It must be, what the heck? So as you can see here, this video, 822,000 likes. The one before, 550,000. There's no, he removed, or someone removed the feature that shows to external people how many likes and comments were made on this particular reel. Interesting. When I saw it this morning, it was 1.3 million likes. That's not views. That's just likes.
Why is YouTube allowing live violence to be replayed?
Well, this is Instagram, but YouTube there's also on YouTube as well. Why would Instagram show violence? I mean, I don't know. I did 99% of what I watch on Instagram is pure, unadulterated violence.
Ozzy Xcat says because the business was in his building, under his roof. What?
Okay, well, it's not. I don't think Trax owns the entire building or rents the entire space. Yeah.
And even if he owned the building, so what?
Brody
you don't have to run up on a tenant and screaming like a maniac because of business dealings that tenant had with a third-party customer that you weren't involved with. Like, what kind of nonsense? Like, why does everybody think that it's okay for Trax to get up and involve himself in this? It was none of his business. Go fuck yourself.
Yep. Let's see here. Captain's in the chat. No one is talking about how Trax smashes the bracelet multiple times, causing damage to it. I don't think he cares about the bracelet. I think he just was making a point, using violence to make a point. Doc Mick is here. Aussie says, yeah, it was in, we don't know if it was his building. The mall's in the chat. OC, it's at the bottom, 1.4 million likes. Let me see if I can, it's on the bottom.
Where's my fucking money?
Oh, right there.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Tell me that guy's not
fucking
legitimately intimidated.
Bitch!
Of course he is. He's frozen.
Where's my money? I got this fucking bracelet. Where's my fucking money? What are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna fucking do? Doc.
When he says, when he gets like right up to 1 inch of his face and says, what are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna do? I mean, you would argue that that is assault. That basically he threatened, at that point he was threatening physical violence.
I don't get it, Buckley. You got to stand on the business, Brody. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Like to pull up Buckley's comments. You got to stand on the business. Okay. Thank you very much. Julius Caesar in the chat, member of the OC channel. Good evening, OC and Brody and chat. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, this is the original OC channel. Smartwatch Talk for the Smart Collector. By the way, Brody, what are you? It's a wrist watch check. What are you wearing on the wrist? Oh, Richard Mille 6701 in titanium with a black rubber deployant strap. Sweet, baby. I'm rocking the crown. Nice. Platinum day date. We don't fuck around on this channel. Rolex, Richard Mille. That's how we roll. All right, we're all caught up on the chat. So let's go to. I'm going to go to Trax's story. We've seen this stuff a million times. I'll replay it for people who may have missed it. But if I go to Trax's story here, there's a lot of stuff that we can catch up on. So
today,
these are all today's updates. Okay, hold on.
To my team who came through to save me today, I'm very hurt, and so are they. You know what I'm saying? Ow! Shout out to
the TraxNY team. Looks like they're celebrating, Brody. It looks like they're thrilled. I think they got a lot of
Oh,
orders.
they saved them. They attempted murder.
They said they tried to kill me with my own chain.
Team Makai cut us into the exchange. You went from 50% to 0.50, bitch.
Sulakai, okay.
He went from
I
50%.
still haven't seen the evidence that this guy got ripped off on this chain. I still haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying I haven't seen it. Trax hasn't seen it. He hasn't shown anybody yet.
Guys, if you want to share your opinion, you can do so in the chat or you can jump on the panel. There's a link pinned at the top of the chat, says join the panel with a link. Click on it, you can join the panel. We have Brody, who's a legal expert here, and I tend to want to agree with him.
Power clips. So I want to respond to him. Because there's a big misunderstanding here. The story that got out was that
Power clips. Let me read the comment. Let me read the comment first.
Yeah, sure.
Power S clip says supposedly they used TraxNYC's name in the sale of the item, so understandably why he would be upset if that's true. If that's true.
So I don't think that's true. I think it's demonstrably not true, even by Trax, because when Trax shows the receipt, it says Akai on it. It doesn't say TraxNYC. There's video of the guy walking around the booths, looking around, shopping around. He approached that booth looking for a chain. And the guy sold him a chain. He didn't say he was TraxNYC. The sign at the booth says Akai. He clearly wasn't TraxNYC.
Mm-hmm.
This guy doesn't even say to Trax that he thought it was TraxNYC. He doesn't even say that in Trax's own video. That's Trax's line that he's stealing his clients. It's bullshit. Okay.
He was in a way. But why did that guy? Okay, here's the question: why did that guy come back to Trax after he bought the chain? Why did he come back?
Why did he go to Trax?
Why did he go to Trax after he bought a chain? He bought a chain. Wear the chain. Enjoy the chain. Why did he come to Trax? Say, hey, like test it or I'm not like. Why did he come back to Trax?
That's guy is also sketchy as fuck. Okay, that guy. Why are we believing that guy?
Good point.
Why are we believing that the chain he brought to Trax is the same one he bought from Akai?
That's a good point because it dovetails onto Diego M's comment here. The paperwork says that the customer bought a 14-karat gold chain, but when tested, the bracelet came back as a 9-karat gold chain. Your point, Brody, is that who's to trust the guy that he didn't switch the chain?
Exactly.
Or maybe it was an old chain he had and he brought it, maybe that's not the same chain. Why should we believe this fucking bum off the street? Why
believe that guy? Nobody knows that guy. Why are we taking his word for it?
The legal term that we would place on this would be custody. There's custody of the chain was broken once it left Akai Diamonds and it was in the hands of this bum off the street, this customer.
So let's say the guy really did buy this chain from Akai and it was 14K and it came back 9K. What is it Trax's business? Why is it his business? Why is it his business to refund the guy $22,000?
The guy Trax gave him $22,000 out of his own pocket.
Run into the public area where all the booths are and yell at Akai and film it and make a scene. It still doesn't make it his business. And all these people in chat like Ozzy, well, it's his house, his building. Really, dude? Come on. It's none of his business. That's not how things work. He wasn't a party to the contract. It's not for him to intercede and make a public scene over it. Go fuck yourself. What's wrong with you people? Seriously. Kidding.
A person in the back room, just a quick flash of the camera just to make sure you are who you are. Oh, okay, cool. Turn it off. All right. Mathis, what's up?
Yo.
Justin Bishop says Trax might have heard. It's not might have. It's might have. I hate doing grammar stuff around here, but I have to sometimes. Trax might have heard that he was scamming and they set the guy up. Now that if you want to take the conspiracy theory to another level, that actually kind of makes sense, right? Like, let's say he heard from multiple people that this guy was selling chains or jewelry under the track. Like, hey, oh, this is Trax, or yeah, we got the Trax chain sold out, so we have this one in stock. Maybe he heard that multiple times, so he set them up.
Right,
and
but
this is the result of it.
what's right and wrong in these details, it doesn't matter in an assault. It's about who hit who first, who should be arrested. Trax is all banged up and his neck is all fucked up. So sorry to curse.
No,
That guy spit on him and backed up and ran away, and then his guys grabbed him.
And then he came back for more. Why did
He did.
Why did Trax come back? He was looking for trouble. Don't want none, don't start none. He was looking for it. Don't feel sorry for the guy. Wouldn't charge anybody with anything. Sorry.
You would let the perpetrators, and in this case, meaning Trax and the people who assaulted him in retaliation, you would let them all go free. You'd say, listen, all you guys are at fault. I don't see anything wrong here. Fuck it.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand why just the Kai guy was arrested. I mean, it's not like Trax didn't go in there assaulting people, threatening people, starting trouble. I don't get why he gets off scot-free.
There was no chain of custody for the chain. That's
They should all get arrested for public disturbance, something I would never do, get involved with anything like that. Have a good, I'm at work. I'll see you guys.
all right. See you later, Mathis. Diego, good evening. Do you have a particular point you want to bring up, or you want to, at this point?
I think the reason Trax even was involved is that whole floor, I believe it's his. Now, he doesn't own the building, but he is the leasee of that entire floor.
You think?
And I think
Where did you hear this?
Yeah, we keep hearing that, but I don't know that that's true.
I watched a video of him a long time ago where he was talking about where he started, how he's got this whole floor now, and he's got all the upstairs, and all the manufacturing upstairs is his. I think when these people have their separate booths, they kind of enter into a contract with him, like, okay, I can't, we don't have enough merchandise for the entire bottom, but you can set up over here. So the reason that I believe he's upset is he's got someone, the doors say TraxNYC, so when you walk into a building that says TraxNYC and you buy something that's 14 karat and then it ends up being 9, whether the guy bought it from TraxNYC or not, that's a bad look for the brand. And I think that's why he's so upset. There may be some agreements, like I'm only going to have people in my building or on my floor that are honorable people, honest people. And now he sees that one of these fucking guys is scamming someone walking into the front door that says TraxNYC. So yeah, it wasn't sold by TraxNYC, but it was sold by, call it a subcontractor of that sales space. That's why I think he's so upset.
Even if all that's true, none of that gives him the right to act like he gets to refund the money and act like he's the victim and go in there screaming like a maniac. None of that.
It doesn't give him the right, but that's what he does. His whole persona on 47th Street is that he's not a scammer and that he's going to root out all the evil. So for it to happen in his own floor, I think he just went berserk.
Yeah, I'm not buying into that.
Captain wants me to play the video where Trax and the customer are discussing the deal. So let me go back to that particular video and we'll play that for those who are not familiar with how this whole thing got started.
So this is the receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're TraxNYC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold. Well, we're going to test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10 karat gold. So did they say they were TraxNYC?
Yeah,
I'll pause it in a minute.
He tried to portray, he tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out one of your rings that you purchased.
Right, that we sell. So you came with a picture of TraxNYC.
Yep. opened up the website for him.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all day long. These rats have done this over and over and over again, and I tolerated it. And now they fucked him over on the carrot as well. Yo, Akai, you are fucking thieves, bro. The most disgusting people you'll ever see in your life. It's 64 West 47th Street. Akai is the booth. We're going to get our money back. $22,000 for me and for all the other customers they scammed. Pull up. We'll group together. We'll sue them and we'll take their property. 64 West 47th Street. Don't let it slide. So this is the receipt.
Brody, are you swayed?
No. Guy walked into the public area where all the booths, walked around, showed some picture of a chain he was looking for. And the guy said, yeah, we don't have that one. I got another one for you. And he sold him a different one. If he wanted to buy it from Trax, he would have said, where's TraxNYC? Okay, that's what happened. The guy showed him a picture from Trax's website looking for a similar chain. That guy had no obligation to say, we're not TraxNYC, go buy that chain over there. Or I have a similar chain, I could sell you this one. That's what they do. Duh. Nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Captain, who's also a lawyer, by the way, a great lawyer, says, so Akai, now based on this video, he is arguing that Akai is falsely stating that they are doing business as TraxNYC. Now, you would argue that's hearsay based on what Trax said, not on what may have actually happened, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen
Captain, jump on. We need an all legal panel.
I've seen zero evidence of that. The guy, by the way, the guy standing in front of the booth that says Akai on it, he hands him a receipt that says Akai on it. It's just not believable that they pretended to be TraxNYC. Why are we believing that? Why? It's so obviously not true. What happened is he poached his client. The guy came in maybe looking for Trax. He had this chain from Trax's website. He asked people in different booths or whatever. He came across Akai, and the guy said, I don't have that particular one. I got a different one I can sell you. And they sold him a different one. That's what happened. If Trax doesn't like it, he should sit his ass down on the first floor where everybody else is instead of being upstairs. Because that's where people, that's the public facing area. If he wants the walk-ins, he should be down there to service the walk-ins.
He's never there. Yeah, he's never
That's
down
his
there.
problem.
Yeah. By the way, Crime Piece is in the chat, who's a fixture on YouTube and social media for investigating high-profile crimes. Crime Piece was one of the guys who investigated Timepiece Gentleman. He's in the chat. Also, we had Cornelius Breen in the chat yesterday, I believe. The customer didn't look like he had much confidence in what happened. Brody, explain what happens when you're either being interrogated or you're with someone who is planting these thoughts or planting these seeds of information. What goes, like, you're not a psychologist, but like you've seen enough of this where people are leading you down a path to answer, putting pressure on you to answer a certain way. What happens? I mean, people misstate things all the time. They falsely accuse people of doing things. They falsely identify people. Every single hour of every day in the United States, people are falsely identified based on pressure put upon them either by law enforcement, authorities, or peers. Explain a little bit of that.
That guy he may as well have been a potted plant. He's useless. Can you imagine? So
completely, yeah. His testimony is completely not credible, right?
You know, you'd set it up. Listen, you'd say, listen, so you arrived at the building, you walked in the front door. Yes. Okay. You walked around the booths. Yes. You eventually, you walked up to Akai. They didn't walk up to you, right? Yeah. I walked up to their booth. And what happened? What did you say to them? What exactly did they say to you? Did they ever use the word Trax? Did the word Trax ever come out of their mouth?
When you showed them a picture of a Trax necklace, did you say, I want to buy something from this specific jeweler? Or did you just simply go to the website after that to look at the particular designs and different? different carat weights and what. So yeah, you can shred this guy upon cross-examination.
He saw the image on Trax's website. He had it on his phone. He went down there and he looked around for something similar, and he tried to get a good deal on a similar bracelet. That's what he did. And Trax, he stole my customer. Really? Did you ever sell him a watch before, Trax? Or anything before? Any jewelry before? No. Did you ever meet this guy before? No. It wasn't his customer. He was a walk-in, looking around to get the best deal he could on a chain.
Well, to play devil's advocate, Trax does have tremendous social media following. It could be argued the guy came in with a Trax printout of a design. Maybe he mentioned something to the jeweler like, "Hey, I'm looking for Trax. Like, let's go on the Trax website to look at it." And he is walking into a place where the thing on the door says TraxNYC.
The building doesn't say TraxNYC on it, by the way.
Well, on the outside, it does has a sign that says TraxNYC on his particular area facing the street. I mean, I can understand why Trax is perturbed that he has cultivated such a media following, and then other people get to benefit from the traffic that he generates.
Then he should sit his ass downstairs at the booth.
Yeah,
and get the walk-ins. Why is he upstairs where nobody can see him? Go fuck yourself.
Captain kind of concurs. He says that customer would not make a great witness. He doesn't even know his own name. He looks like a deer in the headlights there. Alejandro Gilik is in the chat. Now, him going to Trax, assuming, hey, this happened. If he was unaware or didn't care, still Trax got mad on the ethics and the end result. Is it okay? I mean, we're trying to look at the whole picture.
Could be true. Both things can be true, and I think maybe they are true. Kai didn't steal Trax's client. The guy walked in, he walked around, he bought a chain. He shorted him. It could also be very true that he shorted him on the carats. All that can be true, but that doesn't make it Trax's business. None of that makes it his business. None of it. It was none of his business to do what he did.
By the way, here's a
shot. Money and to go down there acting like a maniac. Please.
Here's a shot from the street. You can clearly see that they have the prime display windows facing 47th Street.
Well, then Trax should be down there in a booth where he sells his own shit. No kidding. He wanted the signage on the street with everybody else inside operating their own businesses. What did he think was going to happen? They don't have an obligation to say, "Hey, I'm not TraxNYC. He's up there." Somebody walks up to you looking for a chain, try to sell him a chain.
Got it.
They're not obligated to refer him anything.
Awesome. Let's see. Anybody else? There's a lot of comments come in. So Captain says, do you really trust those guys at a K or a Kai?
Doesn't matter. Like I said, both things could be true. They could have ripped this guy off. It's still none of. I don't trust anybody in that building. But none of that matters. It was never any of Trax's business to begin with. That's all that matters to me.
If you're watching this live, if you're watching this live stream right now, upvote the live stream. Hit the like button on your phone, mobile device, or on desktop. Tap or click on the thumbs up to help us in the algorithm. We would really, really appreciate it. Let's see, who else do we have here? How do you expect Trax to be there every second of the day? Bro,
hire somebody. That's his fucking problem.
Hire competent people who are.
Problem.
Okay, let's see if we can go. I'm going to go back to Trax's stories here, and let's catch up on some of his latest posts.
Hey, shout out to my team who came through to save me today. I'm very hurt, and so were they. You know what I'm saying? Ow. Shout out to the team. Kai cut us into the exchange. He went from 50% to 0.50, bitch.
I'll say, listen. You cut us into the exchange. Like maybe Kai was. Yeah, maybe Akai was the guy who helped him get his original space there. Interesting. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, that was Trax reposting something from Shadow, who is apparently a guy here in the melee. And Trax says Shadow chokes out scammers for TraxNYC. That's I think the second altercation that we saw, where the guy had the chair or whatever, and then there was another dude in black that kind of attacked the Akai guy with the chair. We'll show that video and refresh everybody's recollection. Shadow, he saved me from being strangled. Very dramatic. Here's a still image. There's a picture of Trax there, and Trax says, "Hand pulling on my chain to kill me." Is this? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but Brody, is this attempted murder? Yes or no?
I doubt it.
Oh man. Let's see what we got here. Got Loose Tooth back in the chat. Hello, Loose Tooth. Behave. Everyone should behave. Diego left a long time ago. Crime Pieces here says, totally agree with the guy speaking. It's Brody. Brody is general counsel of Original OC Channel, and quite an accomplished legal mind. Both are true. Totally agree with Brody. Both are true. Those guys are garbage for selling him a terrible product, and Trax shouldn't really be involved other than telling the customer that he got ripped off. Why did he insert himself so intimately in taking on this customer's cause? I don't know. We got Rose. Hey, we got Rose in the chat. Member of the OC channel. Is spitting actually considered assault? We've heard this question come up quite a bit. Can spitting constitute assault, Brody?
Loogieless, it's an assault, but it's not mayhem. With a loogie is mayhem.
Loogieless,
simple assault.
Without a loogie, we must acquit. Thank you, Rose. Okay, cool. To be fair, this is what you get for buying a trashy chain. What are you even doing? Who spends $21,000? Let's go back to, I hate to keep doing this, but let's go back to the guy upon whose credibility we rest.
Yeah. So this is the receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're TraxNYC.
Okay, look at this.
I mean, it says Akai on the receipt. How are they pretending to be TraxNYC?
Everyone who did business with Akai is entitled to all money back plus 10%. He's dictating financial terms. So this guy on the left is the customer, and Not Protect Materials' point is, how did this guy? I don't know what he does for a living, whatever, but he's going to 47th Street to spend $21,000 on a chain. Yeah. Apparently doesn't do enough due diligence, ends up buying garbage. 9-karat gold. What the fuck is that? You know, he's now to Diego's point earlier, he thought he was buying 14-karat gold with a certain quality of diamonds that ended up being junk. But who's to say that that's the same chain? We don't know. We really don't know. Got Jonathan Smith in the chat. What's up? Madman is in the chat. We got a lot of people returning to the OC channel out of the blue. I think that's cool. Welcome back, guys. Everybody is welcome back. Okay, so let's go back to the stories. We'll try to get through the stories because we actually have footage of the perpetrators, if you want to, the alleged perpetrators and their perp walk. So let's
shout out to my team.
Evidently, Max went back downstairs and he got jumped, and he posted.
He got jumped, according to this guy on the big Big E the jeweler did an Instagram post, and Trax reposted it here.
Did a video on the channel, and the owner of Akai spit in his face viciously. And to me,
all right, we don't need to hear that guy's analysis. Fuck him.
Viciously.
No disrespect to whoever you are. We got the Trax team. They're looking like they're fucking gangsters. They're happy. Yeah. They seem to
those
be
gang signals.
Is
that the TraxNYC gang signal?
I don't know the signal. I'm not ashamed to say that.
I thought Trax was a man. He's not a man. Called the cops. He's a bitch. So he called the cops on him.
Ooh, interesting.
Apparently they strangled. What happened to him? You guys got strangled. That's what I heard. They strangled him. That's bro. Who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't do that? You gonna come to my spot like that? But that shows how horny you are. You called the cops. You guys are here. You guys gotta.
Ooh, this is actual footage. Footage right outside of the building where this guy, I'm not sure whether it's George or Frank or whoever this guy is, but he's being let out in handcuffs. Oop, followed by the older gentleman who was also in the booth. Oh, and the old man. Holy, what did this guy do? Holy shit. All three arrested. And the Watch King NYC, who's also a tenant of one of these, is a fixture in 47th Street. He posted, "Fuck around and find out." Wow, that's interesting.
These people all deserve each other. I just don't understand why people think either Trax was right or he just wasn't as wrong. I mean, he started the whole thing. I don't get it.
Got Madman, who just became a new member of the OC channel. Thank you, Madman. Welcome to the original OC channel. Good to have you here. Listen, all people who like fun, entertaining watch talk are welcome. Appreciate the membership. Let's get back to the action.
Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do. You little bitch, you fucking bitch. Yo, don't fucking fuck out of here. No. Oh, they wildin'. Oh my God. What happened?
Now this is Trax reposting a clip from somebody else, and he puts it. Okay, so he's reposting somebody else said best content of 2026, and Trax is reposting it, which is just shows that this is maybe all about media attention and publicity.
Oh, they wildin'. Oh, yeah, get that girl. Yo, David.
A unique bracelet with original. Take a look at these. Beautifully done. These are two. A popular.
We're not going to promote.
Yo, George and Freddie, Akai, whatever the fuck. I still need my $22,000.
I gotta admit, you gotta admit, he's fucking entertaining.
You're not getting that. Hey, Trax, you're not getting that, buddy. Sorry, they're not doing that.
Some of this,
no stamping to get it back.
Some of the stuff I'm seeing for the first time. Hey, Boris. Boris is in the chat with a $2 super sticker. Thank you, Boris. Appreciate the support. Got Maldives in the chat. You guys are all wrong. Wait for Roman to chime in. I don't think Roman's going to stay. I would hope that Roman, after as many times as he's been roped into vouching and getting himself embroiled in controversy, that he's going to stay far, far away from this one. But you know what? Some people never learn, Brody. Some people never learn.
That raises a larger point. I talked to you about this the other day. What is it about the watch community and this jewelry community that everybody wants to get up in everybody else's business? What a bunch of yentas. My God. Mind your own business, people.
Yeah, mind your own business. And by the way, let's not talk about religion or religious backgrounds in the chat. Let's try to analyze the behavior and the actions of all these parties without discussing religions and cultures and all that stuff. Let's try and do that. Thank you for being in the chat. Maldives is also a member of the channel.
Like, what is it about, like, when somebody else rips somebody else off in this business, that some other dealer or some other jeweler feels the need to get involved? What is going on here?
Let's
Like, if I'm in that business and I'm in that building, none of my business. Like, why would I get involved?
He's stealing my customers. Stealing my customers, Brody.
You're not stealing anything.
Let's get back to this particular. I haven't watched all of these latest stories, so let's see.
A popular ring in our.
Yo, George and Freddie, a Kai, a K, whatever the fuck. I still need my $22,000, you fucking little shits, bro. I still need my $22,000 from you and your fucking stupid ass family. What's up, brother? How are you? What's good?
Yo, what up, bro? That's crazy, man. Listen, official jeweler in New York. Y'all play with him, y'all gonna get dealt with. That's it.
That's right.
Easy.
Trying to get trying to get my bands back from George and Freddie. Yeah, I'm gonna get him too. Stupid little fucks, bro. I see you Monday, bitch. For around fucking 10 or 10,000, motherfucker.
There it is. He wants to go again. Who's starting trouble? Come on. Who's the one starting
George and Freddie.
George and Freddie Akai. I've seen some posts on social media. He's on Monday. He's planning on going back again and demanding his money.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be waiting for him to just hand it to him. Please. He knows they're not paying him anything. He knows he doesn't have standing to step in and get this money back. Come on.
Let's play that again because it was quite entertaining.
A Kai, a K, whatever the fuck. I still need my $22,000, you fucking little shits, bro. I still need my $22,000 from you and your fucking stupid ass family. What's up, brother? How are you? What's good?
Yo, what up, bro?
But this is what it's all about. Look, the guy's a celebrity.
He's getting validation from the street.
The people are with him. The people are with him. But the question is, are the people blindly following him? And should they be more analytical about and more deliberate about this whole situation?
That's crazy, man. Listen, official jeweler in New York. Y'all play with him, y'all gonna get dealt with. That's it.
That's right.
Easy.
Trying to get trying to get my bands back from George and Freddie. Yeah, I'm gonna get him too. Stupid little fucks, bro. I see you Monday, bitch. For around fucking 10 or 10,000, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Dear Artifact is in the chat. $7, $6.99 Canadian. Thank you very much. Appreciate that super chat. What are the chances at the end of 2026 when we are reviewing the biggest moments in the watch world that this gets topped? My guess is 0. We're only 3 days into the new year. Is this likely to be what we end up talking about in the end of year recaps, the end of year roundups? Who knows? But this is definitely, we're kicking off 2026 with fireworks.
What's wrong with New York, OC? If this was Chicago, I'm telling you, my people, they'd throw Trax in the lake.
It's passion. It's passion.
Throw his ass in the lake.
Freddie.
New Yorkers are weird, man. You guys put up with too much shit. You act like you're tough, and then you put up with the most nonsense.
People love Trax. Plain and simple as that.
I don't get it, Captain. I know that to be true, Captain, but I still don't get it. I don't get it.
All right. Oh, and this, by the way, is the arrest. This is the New York State criminal court filings, and you can see there are 3 people here who were charged with 1 count of assault. Actually, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. I can't.
Can you read those names, OC?
Yeah, hold on a second. Geez, that sucks that I can't make it any bigger.
I'll get it. Hold on.
Yeah. but it says basically, oops. Can somebody read that? There we go. Let me see if I can screen capture this. Boom. And drop that in here.
One of those days when you just got to pick yourself up, or what? A copy of what? Copy of the Baharian Times.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. I have it. Oop, Brody dropped off. Did I do that? Sorry about that. I have it blown up. It says 1 count of aggravated assault 2 with injured family, 1 count assault 3 with intent to cause physical injury, and 1 count harassment in the 2nd degree physical contact. That makes sense?
But who's getting charged? Just one person for all 3 different things?
It looks like, I think it's three people. 3 people.
Yeah,
This is just this might be just George Takei.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
George Akai, or whatever his name is.
Are there names attached to each one of those?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No. It says, okay, so these are the 3 charges for one person. Okay. So one of them is, I'm going to read these off for you. You can write it down. PL, the top charge is PL 240.30.04. And that is aggravated harassment 2, injured family, something like that. Okay. And then there's another count of PL 110.120.0001, which is assault, aggravated, I'm not sure what it says, with intent to cause physical injury. And one of them is PL 240.2601, 1 count of harassment in the 2nd degree physical contact. That could have been the spitting.
Mm.
All right.
Okay. Right.
Let's go back to this video here. Let's play this one.
I'll be right back, OC.
One of those days when you just got to pick yourself up, or what? A copy of what? Copy of the Baharian Times. That's what you need a copy of right here.
Okay. Let's go back to the altercation and then the physical confrontation. Let's check this out.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money, bitch? Where's my money? I got this fucking bracelet. Where's my fucking money? What are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna fucking do? Doc, motherfucker, you saying VVS, I3, 14 karat, and you're using my name, you bitch! Yeah, 6447. Thief! You fucking thief! Bitch! Stop. Take it. No! Get the fucking hands off of me, bro! Get your fucking hands off of me, bro! Yeah, bro. Calm down. You give me my money, bitch! You're never gonna see that.
All right. And then finally, the full-blown brawl. It starts quickly. By the way, if you're squeamish, do not, you might want to turn away, because as soon as the clip starts, the spitting incident occurs. So I'm going to show that one. Oop, I stopped it before it happened. We have Sammy K in the chat. $2 Flamingo Blue highlighted comment. Thank you very much. I'll bet anyone that Trax is arrested in due time. So you are taking the position that it was mutual and that that both parties were guilty of something here. That makes sense. I think there's quite a few people who agree with you. See, I want to see if there's so many comments flying in. I apologize if I missed any. I won't miss them if they're highlighted, I promise. But let's get to the actual altercation, the confrontation, the melee, and here it is.
You little bitch, you fucking bitch. Yo, don't fucking fuck out of here.
That was so unnecessary. No!
Oh, they wildin'.
Oh my god. What happened?
Oh, they wildin'.
Oh,
Yeah, get that girl.
Yo, David, shouldn't you?
Oh,
In the end, they tried to kill me, strangle me with my own chain. To get out of this hospital. TraxNYC.com.
Fucking little bitch. You.
Oh man, that's the highlight reel of highlight reels there. Boris says he believes the spit was 100% in self-defense. I think that is something that we should put to a poll. And was the spit done in self-defense? And we're just going to do a simple yes or no. And let's gauge the sentiment here in the chat tonight. Do you believe that the spit was something that was done in self-defense? Please let your voices be heard. And we have 20 people watching. We have 20 whole people. So we should be able to get to 20 votes. If all 20 of you vote, then we should be able to get, if all 20 people watching vote, we'll be able to get 20 votes. Let's do it quickly. Oh man, this is fascinating story. I mean, it's right in my backyard, so maybe it just means more for us New Yorkers, people in the New York area. We're really enjoying this. Let's check the poll. Let's see how many people. We'll close the. Let's let the voting go for another minute. Let the voting go on for another minute. In the meantime, let me go to Trax's YouTube channel and see if anything else has been posted on Trax's official YouTube channel here. I think there's some stuff that we should show. Let's refresh everybody's recollection of this incident right here, which was leading up to the physical confrontation with Akai. Check this out. This is disturbing footage. Here we go. Ready?
So not only did these fucking pieces of shit, okay, rip you off on this fucking thing, it turned out to be 9-karat gold, right? You had a check?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's
who is they? Who is they, Trax? I mean, you're handing the guy $22,000, and he's like, they are going to be giving you this. It's like, this is the part where I can understand, like, for your Brody is like,
so not only did these fucking pieces of shit, okay, rip you off on this fucking thing. It turned out to be 9-karat gold, right?
Yeah.
You had a check?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's $22,000 for your fucking trouble. These bum motherfuckers, bro. You get people in this exchange, people in this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this coming up with a fucking scheme every fucking time.
Whose booth is he in there, OC?
Bro! 9.
I'm sorry?
Whose booth is he in there? It says Akai Diamond's behind him.
Akai Diamonds is behind them. This is his booth right here, the TraxNYC booth, and he's also has another booth off to the right. So he has this big island booth in the middle, and then he has one off to the right. And Akai has what might be either a diamond, an island, or a aisle booth right behind where it says Akai Diamonds. So it's not, this is not Akai's booth. He's not behind their barrier in their space.
Got it.
I'll play this from its beginning here because it's just so entertaining.
So not only did these fucking pieces of shit, okay, rip you off on this fucking thing, it turned out to be 9-karat gold, right?
Yeah.
You had a check?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's
they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top.
They are, Brody. They are.
I'm going to give it to you.
But they are giving it to you.
I'm going to go over there and I'm going to get it. I'm going to make this my business.
They are giving you this money while it's his hand handing the guy $22,000.
$22,000 for your fucking trouble. These bum motherfuckers, bro. You get people in this exchange, people in this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this coming up with a fucking scheme every fucking time.
He's believing this guy.
Scheming, bro.
Well, because he believed that guy.
He's passionate, man. You don't appreciate the passion. This guy built up TraxNYC from nothing. When he was 17, he came here from Azerbaijan or whatever as a little kid. Is an immigrant. He started this business on his own into a multi-million-dollar. But he's passionate about his brand. He's emotional, maybe to a fault, but he protects his reputation like no other.
Oh, this is
9-karat this, 2-karat that, this that. Security what?
This is my favorite part where he takes the chair. He goes, "You want to be TraxNYC? There's your Trax." This is fucking gold. I love it,
bro. Fucking bullshit, bro. Stop stealing. You gotta come up. I want my fucking money, motherfuckers, bro. I gave the money up. You want to be TraxNYC? Here's TraxNYC. Akai, garbage. You motherfuckers are garbage.
Come on. That's fucking clip of the decade, man. I just fucking love it. I fucking love it. This guy's a hero. This guy's a hero of the streets, Brody. And you want to try to apply your fucking, specific legal,
it's not even that. It's like, I don't know. It's factually, I don't know.
We don't prosecute our heroes.
I don't know why
okay.
People believe Trax. I don't know why they believe this guy who went to Trax. I don't know why they just reflexively believe this maniac. I don't get it. I don't know. Why stop? Just say you don't know at a minimum. So you don't know.
You gotta come up. I want my fucking money, motherfuckers, bro. I gave the money up. You want to be TraxNYC? Here's TraxNYC. Akai, garbage. You motherfuckers are garbage. Steve.
All right, let's see what else we got going on. See if there are any other shorts here.
I'm clipping this. So
That's it. Let me just check YouTube once again. TraxNYC. That's such a good. Oh, there are some additional shorts here. Hold on. Check this out. Well, this may be similar to other clips. He labeled this one "Thieves Get Confronted by Trax. They tried to kill me." TraxNYC.com.
Where's my money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money? Where's my money? I got this bracelet. Where's my money? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Got it. Motherfucker. You say VVS, I3, 14 carat, and you're using my name! You
6447. 6447.
Yeah, 6447. Thief! You thief!
There's a violence. Stop. Take him out. Stop. Take him out.
Yeah. No. Hands off of me, bro. Take your hands off of me, bro. Bro.
Calm down.
You give me my money.
You never get.
Okay.
But that wasn't the attempted murder.
Nope, that was not. That was prior to the attempted murder, and he's wearing this button-down shirt. A lot of people are like analyzing, like, hey, what kind of shirt is he wearing when he goes to jail versus when he walks out versus, the first attack, the second attack. I haven't. We should probably include that in our forensic analysis, Brody, is examining the attire, so we know for sure.
I mean, he comes back for more. I mean, come on.
So he's the aggressor. He's the aggressor.
He's certainly instigating. Come on.
Gatsby says, come on, guys. If this isn't a performance, it's definitely a call for a 72-hour psychiatric hold. But this is what Trax does.
Ty was performing. I think Trax maybe believes all this nonsense is true, and he really is upset, and I think it could all be true, and he tried to turn it into content, or he did turn it into content.
He may have been.
All of that could be true, and
it
probably
could be all
true.
Yeah, it could be all a misunderstanding, but he takes it and he escalates it to this super emotional level, and he loses control. Thank you, Gatsby, for the $10 Canadian super chat. That's like $33 US. That's extremely generous. Appreciate the show of support. Let's see if I can find any other. Let me do this. Let me go to YouTube and see if there's. I'm just going to do a search for TraxNYC and see if there are any other.
Why does everybody keep saying that he could just act like a maniac and threaten people just because he runs the place or he owns? None of that makes it okay. Even if he doesn't own the building, I don't think he leases the floor out. But even if all that was true, it doesn't matter. He still can't act like that. It doesn't make it. Oh, please, Ozzy. He got up in his face. That's threatening. He doesn't have to say the words, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to hurt you. You don't have to wait for somebody to say those words. Somebody gets up in your face, screaming in your face, calling you a bitch. That's threatening behavior.
Feel free to jump on the panel. Everybody's welcome on the panel. So click on the link at the top of the chat. If you're too lazy to do that, or for some reason you can't see it, I'll drop the link here to join the panel. Everyone is welcome. If you're new to the channel, this is the Original OC channel. We usually do watch talk here, but over the last couple of days, we've been covering the breaking news in the watch space. TraxNYC, celebrity jeweler, leading provider of custom jewelry here in New York City, was either under attack or the aggressor in a melee yesterday, and 3 people were arrested. Let's see here. Let's
Ozzy, guarantee if somebody got up in your face, whether they're just on the other side of a booth or not, the booth is not exactly some safety barrier that prevents people from attacking you. You would feel threatened. You would. And the proof is that you would walk away because you felt threatened, or you would respond with some sort of force because you felt threatened.
Now, in this particular clip, Brody, I want you to examine the physical position of the Akai guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watch his
Tell
physical position.
Tell me he doesn't legitimately look scared and feel threatened here.
If you're
like
the
everybody would.
person in the back room, just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. You know. Okay. Aussie expat, welcome. Now we've got 3 brilliant legal minds on the panel.
Okay, that's one. I think I got another one back here.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
And is this relevant? I don't know. I don't know about
Incredible Bosses.
I've also got On Deadly Force, which is all about self-defense situations, stuff like that. I think in a retail environment, the counter is we got the right. I've got the right watch at least for you, OC.
Is this a Coke or a Pepsi? Is it Pepsi?
Pepsi, yeah.
Pepsi. Rolex reach for the crown. Brody, of course, he's got a Richard Mille.
So we're all in the club right now. Although don't make me put the tutor on if we have real beef.
Not allowed. Not allowed on this channel.
Side of the table. Yeah, I think in the retail environment, the counter is actually a big thing. I mean, take a look at all of the videos from was it Pancake House or Waffle House? You know what I mean? There's all sorts of words, but as soon as anything crosses that counter, whether it's a human body or a salt shaker, or in this case, spit, that's the thing. Now, if he was actually verbally saying, I'm going to kill you, blah, 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 like physically threatening him verbally, as in the threat was actually verbal, yeah, that would constitute a threat and escalation. But without actually, so in the first video, the scammer lifts the countertop. And you can see
the alleged, yeah, he lifts the
objection.
countertop.
Assumes facts not in evidence.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second, Brody.
You don't know he's a scammer.
I see you're getting ready for dinner.
Shit.
So you put your
How do you
dinner
know
jacket
he's a
on?
scammer?
Wait,
which part are we not
You
alleged?
said,
Should I say allegedly?
Because the Akai guys, you referred to him as a scammer.
The receipt showed a carat of gold that was a different purity than the one that was sold. Now
How do you know that was the chain that was sold to that guy that he brought to Trax? How do you know that?
That's possible. That's possible.
Okay.
He didn't refute it.
Who didn't refute it?
He didn't refute anything.
Who, the Akai guy?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because Trax is like, so Trax runs up like a maniac, and he's going to start to have a normal conversation with about what he probably didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about.
This probably isn't the first they've heard of it. No, this is not someone's first recourse. Nobody's first recourse is like this.
It was like what?
Well, for even the customer would have approached him first.
Oh, you think the customer went to Akai first before he went to Trax?
That's what normal person
assumes facts. No, I don't assume any of that. I don't assume.
Well, are you thinking like a lawyer? You're thinking about like a reasonable person.
I'm thinking like a reasonable person. I think that this guy could very well have went to Trax first.
What would he have been going to Trax for?
Because in his mind, when he brought Akai that picture of the Trax jewelry, maybe he thought that Akai was somewhat affiliated. Maybe those booths are right next to each other. Maybe he thought it was all one big circular booth. So he's like, I don't know.
But what was the person's issue initially?
That's a good question. Why did he go? Why did he go back? Why did he go back?
No
Was he
idea.
not happy? Was he? Yeah. Who knows? But
Well, I could understand him going to Trax if he had already found the issue and already had bad dealings already. Like it wouldn't make sense for him, like the first instance. He's not even aware that the carat of gold is wrong. He's not even aware that the pricing was iffy or that he wasn't associated with him. Like it doesn't make any sense that this would actually be the first encounter. And I'm not saying this is certain what happened. It doesn't actually make any sense to say he went straight to Trax and Trax immediately blew his lid.
No, it could actually demonstrate that there's some sort of setup or possible collusion involved here.
Why does any of this need to make sense? Why are we trying to make sense of any of it?
Well, we're just thinking what's reasonable. We don't have 24-hour footage of the whole situation. Right?
These are weird people. That customer is a sketchy dude. Who knows? I'm not going to mind that idiot. And he went to Trax. Trax is an idiot. He went in there like a raging maniac. He got involved with none of his business. He refunded the guy money on a deal he wasn't part of. Should have minded his own business. Go get fucked, please.
No. Well, I mean, what's that like? So OC was in a situation with Wizard, right?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. And everybody decided to get involved in OC's business.
But so OC
everybody's gonna fix it for him.
No, but OC went out of his way beyond his own needs to be able to out the scammer.
To what?
To be able to out the scammer. So it wasn't OC's beef alone that OC was going out saying, he did this to me. I'm the one who he scammed. That's it. He aired everyone else's complaints.
He didn't run into a public place, creating a public disturbance, yelling in people's faces, threatening them.
I did that all in private.
You did it all digitally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if Trax would have sent some emails or made some threatening phone calls, but he didn't want that. He wanted to do this. He wanted to film it.
I think this is good. This is good.
Why is it good?
Because if this guy is a scammer, Trax has put everyone at Akai Diamonds on full blast.
Now he's a hero.
They're probably out of business at this point.
It's been 24 hours. They're completely out of business.
They're probably sitting in jail, but they're probably out of business too.
Who? It's Akai?
Akai, yeah.
Why are they? No.
They're all arrested.
They were arrested. They're already out. Trust me, they're not.
Yeah, I know. They're probably already out. But I'm just saying, like
nobody's going to jail over this.
Well, they did go to jail.
Everything's closed on Saturday, so I'm sure everybody will be back in their booths on Monday morning. Let's watch this clip. I want to get your live, real-time reaction. I want you to pay attention to when you think things that Trax said may have constituted direct threats, and I want you to pay attention to the physical location of both of the parties during this encounter. Okay, here we go. Just shout pause if you want me to immediately pause it.
Where's my fucking money?
Right there. I would have punched him right there. Come on. That's not threatening behavior. Please.
Yeah, it looks like he's shaking the whole display case. That's actually a door that flips up, so it could be argued.
I agree with you in almost all settings. He's right at the limit. The limit is literally that counter. That's it to me. The limit is literally the counter.
That's your factual interpretation. That's not
well. The other gentleman can simply step back.
Huh?
Does he decide to take a step back, or does he step forward again?
Let's see.
Where's my
Wow.
fucking money, bitch?
He doesn't move.
Where's my money? I got this fucking bracelet. Where's
Belly's
my
on
fucking
the
money?
counter. Now he opens it. Stop.
Yeah.
This is threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Opening the
this
counter.
guy opening it is he's not threatening Trax by opening that.
No, this is threatening. Now look at the reaction from Trax.
So law self-defense. The instigator. Okay. If you instigate and I respond, that's legal. That's not, you can't say, well, now you're threatening me if you instigated it.
I agree this is getting pretty
Who's the instigator here? Who's the instigator?
The instigator of the but that's not what self-defense law is about. It's not about who's instigating.
It's the first. The law of self-defense. It's the very first element is who's the instigator.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The instigator could be coming in for a return. They're an angry customer, and then it gets out of hand. But what matters is who breaks the law first.
Yeah, and Trax instigated this. He's clearly the instigator.
He's clearly the instigator, but it's got nothing to do with self-defense.
It 100% does. It's the first element in law of self-defense.
Yeah, but your definition of instigator is wrong in this case. If you're talking about
we have a different,
who initiated contact, who assaulted who first, it's not Trax. Look at who's opening the counter. What kind of self-defense starts with someone opening the counter and potentially walking through the counter to do whatever it is?
He's entitled to do that if the other person instigates. He's 100% entitled to do that if the other person.
But he has not verbally threatened him. He doesn't have any means.
Getting up and shaking the counter and yelling in his face, that's threatening.
That's a different crime, but it doesn't come to the triad of self-defense, which is
what does? Would he have to wait till he raised his fist? When do you think he would have crossed the line? What's your how close?
In this case, in a retail setting, it's the counter for
actually instigating an actual violent act before this guy gets to defend himself.
No,
Does he have to wait till he
just has to step back from the counter. It's like for example, in your car.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that someone opens the door of another person's car, that's the critical moment. They can be doing all sorts of crazy things outside of the car, but until they come to actually open the door, or they have something that can breach the car, it's basically nothing. It's bad behavior up until that point.
So you think the counter is like as protected as a locked car door?
It's the same thing. It's
like
the
there's
critical,
no way you can get through that counter.
It's not about you can get through a car door, you can get through a counter.
Barrier.
But until someone breaches that space, it's just bad behavior. Like if someone jumps over the counter at a McDonald's, you think they're up to good?
Would anybody have been surprised that a guy yelling like that would have actually punched him? How does he know?
Well, if that was reasonable, if that was a reasonable thought,
he doesn't have to wait.
Well,
he doesn't have to rely on other people going, "Oh, he wasn't about to punch you." You don't know that. I would have felt threatened.
No, so
if somebody came up to me like that, I would have felt threatened and I would have punched him.
Why wouldn't you just step back from the counter?
Because I don't have to.
I think we just disagree that the counter is as a physical limitation, and that's an important aspect of any encounter in a retail space. As soon as someone goes behind the counter, that's a line for me.
You're imagining there's a different rule or different law for retail spaces than anywhere else on the planet.
It's not a law, okay? It's not a law. But there's a clear delineation between the space for customers and the space for the proprietor. It's like a car. Do you know the difference between inside and outside of a car?
In a private space, you could punch them if it's a legitimate, if it's objectively and subjectively a threat. You can do it.
The question
do you
is:
understand the difference between the inside or outside of a car?
No, in a retail environment, there's
you might not feel as reasonably threatened in a car because you have a locked door.
There's a public area.
It's not exactly. It's not a car. It's not the same thing. It's not.
There's a public area, and then there's a restricted area. In this environment here, there's an employee area, employees only area, which is a publicly restricted area by that barrier, and then there's a public area. I'm not sure if that matters though, in the context of who assaults who.
It matters in houses too. If burglary, you can walk up to someone's doorstep, but if it's on their porch, a delineated part inside the house,
you're talking about castle doctrine. There's different rules for the castle doctrine in the house.
No, I'm not talking about castle doctrine.
That's exactly what a house is. That's the castle doctrine.
No, I'm not invoking anything like that at all. I'm saying there is a difference between a private space and a public space. As soon as you cross the line,
there's only a difference of private space for homes. There's not a difference of a private space for.
You're not disagreeing with me because I don't disagree with you.
or you're on a
You're invoking
sidewalk.
something
None of that
different.
matters. There's no different rule for a retail space than there is for a public sidewalk.
No, but there is a difference between a customer entering the private employee area with that behavior. Now, if they're standing on their
No,
side
there's
of the
not.
counter,
That's not true. No. That's
so
not
you think a
true.
customer can go
You don't
and,
get to act
shout
more
like that behind
violently
the
in
counter?
a retail area than you do on a public street.
Sorry, say again.
I said you don't get to act more violently in a retail space than you do.
I didn't see anything violent here.
Well, you're the one who keeps saying it's different because it's a retail space.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You kept referring to it's a retail space.
Yeah.
So he's a customer and he has a right to be there. There's no question he has a right to be there. I'm talking about the way he acted while he was there.
So
And
you can't
that he
behave
was
like
in a,
this
that he
is
was
a
in a
crime?
retail space doesn't matter in the least.
Well, how about we just say this objectively, something we can agree on. While I or you, we both agree we would feel threatened, okay? Clearly this guy didn't. His belly remained on the counter the entire time. He was up for it. And he opened the counter here.
But
he was
the
up
video's,
for it. He wanted to
the video's not over. The video's not over. Let's go through the rest of it. First, Jefferson Electric is in the chat, $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Jefferson. Brody, this is a question to you or comment to you. Self-defense is using force to protect from imminent harm. Trax was out of hand here, but spitting on him was not an act of defense. Now, this is not the clip where the spitting
No, I'm not
occurs.
talking about the spitting.
This is before that, and it could be argued that in this prior encounter, that what you're saying, Brody, is that actually Trax.
I'm not talking about the spitting, and none of you. The only reason why you know Trax wasn't going to punch him is because ultimately he didn't punch him. But if Trax did physically do something first, I would not have been surprised. You guys all have the benefit of
I agree.
knowing what happened afterward. But in that moment, Trax,
but
in
clearly,
my opinion, both objectively and subjectively acted in a threatening manner. And in my opinion, the other guy had the right to self-defense. Now, whether spitting isn't really a good defense, but if he would have punched him, I would have been like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't. He opens the counter here.
Alejandro Gillick, Trax is animated. So what? How is he supposed to know when he goes from being animated? And he's supposed to now divine and wait till he gets punched to realize, oh, he's not just being animated. All this is like, just because you guys know Trax and you know social media, you think that nobody should feel threatened by him when he does this shit.
No, but the issue isn't Trax's behavior. We agree that this is wild behavior, but this gentleman clearly was not in fear of anything. He stayed.
He doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to feel like he's going to lose a fight. He just needs to feel like he's going to be threatened to be in a fight.
Okay, but instead of backing away, he's now going forward. He's opened the counter to proceed.
He has the right to do that.
He is now the instigator of the physical.
Because he doesn't want to be trapped in a booth where Trax could easily walk through or jump over.
Yeah, but in any self-defense case, we have to look at what the state of the person defending themselves is.
Yeah.
If they have, we already established that a normal person like you and me may feel threatened, but the reasonable course of action would be to just back away from the counter.
No, not everybody wants to run, dude. Some people want to defend themselves.
Well, did he defend himself? No, he decided to open the counter so that he could have a fight. This is insane.
Well, he came out to. Yeah, it looked to me like he came out to talk to him.
So he's not in fear of his life.
I didn't say he doesn't need to be in fear of his life, dude. He just needs to have a reasonable expectation, or there might be a reasonable objective threat that Trax might try something physical on him. That's all that needed. He doesn't need to be in fear that he's going to die.
Oh, wow, I don't know what you're talking about. So it could be fear of life or bodily harm.
Or fear of bodily harm, yeah. or threat, not
but
fear.
if
threat,
if that was in his mind, why is he going
threat,
forward?
not fear, threat.
Yeah, but why is he going forward?
Well, you got to roll the tape because I think he thinks he wants
We'll roll the
to go
tape.
talk to him.
First, we got a member milestone chat from PG member for 10 months. In Ohio, you're allowed to scream, spit, swear, urinate, defecate, as long as the employee doesn't flip the door. It's legal. Then it's their fault. Okay, I'm not sure whose side you're on here, but by the way, we have a poll running right now. I forgot all about the poll. The poll is, was the spit done in self-defense? We got 70 votes. 80. Here are the results of the poll here.
1 second.
Yeah, no worries. The results of the poll are 86% of you say the spit was done in no, was not done in self-defense. Yes, it was 14%. So 86% say no, the spit was not done in self-defense. So they're pretty overwhelming there. Now, I want to wait and roll the rest of the clip when Brody gets back because I want both of you to be able to, and the audience to be able to see the clip together and not have one person see it before everybody. Brody, let me know when you're back. All right. Interesting results in the poll there. So was the spit done in self-defense? No. 86% of you said no. Yes, only 14%. Let's see who else we got in the chat. Any other comments here? The Kai guy's response was extremely strange. Okay. It was. I mean, I don't know if I would react that way in that situation. Depends if I knew Trax was or not. Trax is known for these kinds of antics. Hawkeye is in the chat. What's up, Hawkeye? Boris is in the chat. Want to say hi to everybody in here. Brody is about to jump out of the screen on Aussie Expat. No, Brody's a very calm, collected guy. He's not going to do that. Got Ace live. What's up, Ace? I miss Ace.
Can we discuss just quickly, like, the law of the land in America for self-defense consists of a triad of 3 elements in the situation. There has to be the belief of a reasonable threat. For some reason, a lot of criminals love to vocally exactly show their intent. So they have to show their intent. That's number 1. Number 2, they have to have the physical capability, as in, do they have a weapon on them, or do they have the proximity to just use their fists, like in this case?
Yep.
So that's 1 and 2. Number 3 is also imminence, as in they can't just be standing around. They've made threats in the past. They happen to be there, so you decide to shoot at them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 elements have to be there. We don't have intent. We have wild behavior. I think wild behavior could constitute a threat, but in this case, in a retail environment, unless he's breaching that person's personal space. Now, yes, in your face screaming, normally that would constitute already violating that person's personal space. But in this case, there is a counter. And if you look at many retail situations, the counter is the ultimate barrier that makes the difference between understanding what the intent is of the person. If they're not already vocally saying, I'm going to murder you, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to kill you, that sort of thing. Proximity, they were very close, but he could have removed one of those triad elements of proximity just by taking 5 inches back. You know what I mean? So there wasn't a disparity.
Nobody ever hops
There's
over.
no
Nobody ever hops over a counter. That never happens.
Well, as soon as he does that, see, we agree. We agree.
Ozzy, come on, man.
As soon as he hops over the counter, all bets are off.
He doesn't have to wait for that.
I'm sorry, he doesn't have the threat.
That's ridiculous.
So you're telling me that
this imaginary barrier, this counter, this glass counter, is going to protect him.
Look,
so
a
you'd
lot
be
of
trapped
people do crazy
inside
stuff.
the counter.
For example, if someone is outside of your car screaming at you, If they're outside of your car screaming at you, they could be screaming bloody murder.
I'm
They could be
glad
saying,
you're such a mind reader that you knew right there that he was never going to attack him. You knew. You're such a mind reader.
It could escalate to if I was watching the counter the entire situation.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. And you know why? Because there's books on the subject.
I have one. I got law self-defense, best guy on the internet, teaches classes on it. I've been through it. I know all the elements. You and I disagree. What we disagree about is whether or not Trax cross a line to somebody reasonably feeling threatened. And I say,
no, he has to establish.
I'm sorry. And you think because there's this glass counter between them that's some remarkable barrier that couldn't be breached in like, I don't know, 2 seconds?
Right. But there are two other elements. There's a disparity of force.
There's what?
And disparity of force and imminence. With the counter there, it's hard to justify that 1, 2, and 3 are completed. All of them are borderline.
All because of the counter.
It's all because of the counter. Yes. The same thing happens in the car.
Dude, I hope you never get confronted. I hope
the
you don't.
same thing happens in the car.
You wouldn't do anything, and then you'll be surprised when you're not able to read this person's mind and you get clocked.
Supreme Court. This recently went through the Supreme Court. The moment of self-defense for a car is the moment someone.
A car is different. A car.
I'm not saying that a car isn't different.
There's rules for cars and homes. It's called the Castle Doctrine. In most states, they apply to homes and cars.
The Supreme Court case wasn't an issue of Castle Doctrine. It was simply about whether or not you had enough information about someone's intent after they open your door. You have any reasonable person can assume that after someone opens their car door, that what they're going to do next is not going to be fun.
That's because there's a special rule for cars. I keep telling you that.
No, no. This was a state that doesn't have special rules for cars. This was
cars and homes are considered.
That's part of it's called the
protected by the Fourth Amendment, basically against.
Well,
that's a whole different thing.
Basically, what the Castle Doctrine says is it says that you are presumed to act in self-defense if somebody is either breaking into your house or trying to break into your house or breaking into your car, those two places. And that you don't have to actually prove that the other person was going to actually assault you. Or
so it's de facto self-defense, basically.
Shifts to the prosecution to prove that they weren't going to do it. That's the difference. So you keep bringing up cars and homes, and the burden of proof is different for each of those things than it is in other spaces.
I think it applies to the counter in a retail space.
It does
That's
not.
the delineation between private and
public. Counter. Sorry.
I want to catch up on a few super chats here. Ryan Hofre, $1.99. Flamingo blue highlighted comment. Thank you. All our IQs are dropping. We need Captain and Madman. We do have far too many lurkers who are in the chat and who aren't on the panel. I think there are too many people who should be, frankly, contributing to this discussion on the panel and not in the chat. If you are one of those people, click on the link and join the chat on the panel immediately. Stephen L., member for 3 months. Thank you very much. Do these guys have concealed carry gun license? A lot of these guys on 47th Street do carry. Whether or not they have concealed carry license, I don't know if anybody wants to talk about New York laws on that topic. Jump on, we could talk about it. PG, $1.99, Flamingo blue highlighted comment. Thank you. Aussie has been retained by Trax. Trax is now receiving legal advice from Aussie Expat. And we got PG with another comment, $4.99. Thank you, PG. Good to have you back on the streams. Brody, you don't know historians saying if only there were a large counter in Germany, World War II would not have happened.
Again, maybe we don't need to go too deep into this because there was no act of self-defense.
I'm not a mind reader. I'm giving this Akai guy the benefit of the doubt that I would have felt threatened in that situation. The counter or no counter, everybody who thinks that they know for sure that Trax was not going to hit him or punch him or do anything violent, you don't know that. I would have felt threatened. Anybody who came up to me like
I
that
would have felt
punched in
threatened.
the face.
I would have felt threatened. So I'll tell you. Maybe we don't need to get into this because there was no act of self-defense that happened in either of these videos, so we don't need to worry too much about it. But personally, I would have pepper sprayed Trax if he lifted the counter. I would not have done it before that. I would have taken a step back. I would have had the pepper spray in my pocket in my hand. The moment he lifted that counter is when I would pepper spray Trax. Now, it wasn't Trax that lifted the counter; it was this other guy.
It doesn't matter. He's not. He doesn't have to retreat to a confined space that he further can't get away from.
He just has to stay in the space that he's in. He
doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to retreat anywhere. He can stand where he is.
Space behind that counter is some safe barrier that prevents this guy from coming after him.
So you think because the physical area is not protected enough that he can pepper spray him?
And because he got in his face, I don't have to rely on him staying behind the counter.
Right.
Now keep in mind, this is not the clip where the guy spits. This is a prior clip.
Different. I agree with you on the spitting.
And we're still analyzing here. Did anything happen prior to the spitting? was there any assault? Was there any threats? Were there any criminal acts on either person's part?
I feel Trax assaulted him. He got up in his face, he yelled at him, he pointed shook the counter. I felt like that was
little bitch.
To me, that's assault. To me.
Okay, let's watch and let's keep in mind. Let's analyze the physical location of both parties here. Wow, already you would argue, Brody, that's
well, not quite right there because I don't, maybe he's gonna stop, but then as soon as he leans over and he gets in his face, it's like, whoa.
Where's my fucking money?
Right here, this shit.
Motherfucker!
Is threatening. Assault is a threat. Battery is the actual physical action. That to me is a threat. I'd have punched him.
Motherfucker is a threat.
And this guy, you got to remember, Akai didn't do business with Trax, so he's like, he probably has no idea what the fuck he's even talking about right here.
Well, he had to have gotten wind over the last 24 hours before this happened that Trax was pissed. He was doing videos on social media about the guy.
Oh, Trax was? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
about one business day before.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Again, I don't know. But this had to be pretty shocking to this guy. I'm not saying this guy's an honest guy. I'm just saying it was none of Trax's
But there's nothing to
business.
defend here, Brody. There was no act of self-defense. We could say he would have been justified in the moment if he did, a hypothetical, but none of that happened. So this is
Brody's actually. But Brody
that happened because of after the fact. If he did punch him, I would not have been surprised if Trax laid hands on him right then.
Right, but this is all hypothetical.
So that to me, if it wouldn't have surprised you that he actually did it, after the fact he didn't. But if you weren't surprised that he did, if wouldn't it not have surprised you that he actually did, that tells me that he should have felt reasonably threatened. It could have gone either way. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
And he doesn't need to wait.
There's no act of self-defense to defend here.
No, but I think but Brody's point is an interesting one. Hypothetically, he's arguing that just based on Trax's actions here, the guy would have been justified in punching him in the face in self-defense.
I think he would get away with it.
Right. We only know that he didn't because we saw the full tape. But in this moment, when we all first started watching this, every single one of us is like, is Trax going to hit this guy?
Yeah. No, but I agree with you. Look, in reality, if this guy punched Trax in this moment, he probably would have gotten away with it. I don't agree with it because the counter is there. You don't agree? I think we both agree he would have gotten away with it.
He certainly could have pushed him.
But I think if he opens the counter, comes out and punches, like there's no that hypothetical. Like, there's no way.
Let's walk.
There's plenty of cases where people exited their vehicle, exited their house, shot someone in self-defense, and then they're in prison now.
All right, let's watch it.
Yeah, but Trax wasn't retreating. So
he did when the counter goes up.
He's not retreating.
Hold
Okay,
on.
well,
He's standing right there. He's not retreating. He didn't walk away.
Let's see how far. Well, no, he was standing over the counter, and then how far away is he
That's not
standing over the
retreating.
counter after it was lifted?
That's not retreating.
Hold on.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money, bitch? Where's my money? I got this.
Okay, so he did back up here, but only to apparently smack the chain against the display case.
Bracelet. Where's my fucking money? What are you gonna do,
Oh, so now the door is open.
bitch? What are you gonna fucking do?
Now that's a threat, right, Brody? What are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna do?
Threatening him.
On this moment here, Brody, do you not see that these two people see the counter as more of a barrier than just the piece of wood that it is?
No, I have no idea what either one of them.
Did you just see what Trax just said? He immediately switched from talking about the bracelet to "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" Like he's now.
That's an interesting point, Aussie. In other words,
I know now he's the victim. He's the one feeling.
No,
threatened.
I'm not saying.
wait
a
a minute.
You think the counter doesn't mean anything?
It
to
doesn't.
both
It means
these
nothing.
men,
It
the
means
counter
nothing.
is
If somebody wants to hit you, that counter's not doing anything.
You're correct. In the physical space, the counter is nothing. But in these two men's minds, it's the line.
it is interesting that as soon as the counter went up, Trax's next statement is, "Okay, what are you going to do?" So in other words, he interpreted that as an escalation. Like, hey, okay, you open the door, so my thought is you're going to come after me.
Or Trax is escalating.
He didn't open the counter.
So right. So this guy opens the counter, doesn't say a word. Trax steps forward.
Trax's next words are, "What are you going to do? What are you going to do, bitch? What are you going to do, bitch? What are you going to do?" That's what he said.
That right. So then you guys read this as Akai is escalating.
He is. And Trax sees it as escalating, and Akai sees it as escalating.
Please.
All right, let's keep going.
Motherfucker.
Now look, now Akai exits from his space and comes out to look at whatever Trax has in his hand, some of the receipt.
Say VVS, I3, 14 karat, and you're using my name.
The Akai guy looks pretty relaxed here, way more relaxed than I probably would be.
Yeah, I would have had no part in this. Wronged party or not, I would have had no part. I would have just stepped away.
You bitch!
But clearly Akai is a very prideful person. He doesn't have it in him to walk away.
He didn't want to back down, but he's also not putting hands on Max. He's not pushing him. He's trying to be restrained.
And who got who's face right?
Yeah, 6447. Thief! You fucking thief! Bitch!
Stop.
Now he's asking security.
No! Get the fuck your hands off of me, bro! Get your fucking hands off of me, bro!
Trax blows up on him. I mean, come on.
And bumped him.
Does anyone know who this guy in the purple tie is? He was very forceful of Trax, and I wasn't sure the relationships here.
Yeah, I don't know who he is either.
Well,
calm down.
Everybody should just let him rant.
You give me my money, bitch!
There's a video on YouTube of that from a different angle. Let me see if I have it here. Let me find it.
I don't get it. I don't get all the team Trax here. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, what? Even if you were for, say, Team Akai, what was?
I'm not Team Akai. I'm just saying, I mean, come on. He came down there ranting and raving like a lunatic, and everybody's like, Akai's the bad guy because he spit on him. Okay, all right.
No, Akai's the bad guy because he's a scam artist.
Well, I don't know that.
That's up to you. Clearly, you believe he is.
Even if it's true, it was none of Trax's business.
Yeah, but I'm happy that Trax used his platform. But it is his business, right? So
no, it's not. Why is it his business?
under the same roof.
So what? So fucking what? People share office buildings all the time. Are you worried about what other people are doing in the floor below you, whether or not they're scamming people? Are you getting involved? It
would be good to know some facts. It'd be good to know some facts here.
It's none of his business.
So it'd be good to know some facts because I don't know if this is Trax's building. I don't know the relationship between
even that doesn't matter.
No, it does. If it's
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Well, I can finish my sentence.
Yeah, sure.
If it is Trax's marketplace or whatever you call this building, if it is his, it is still his reputation that his marketplace isn't filled with scammers, right?
Well, I don't think it's his building.
No, that's why I'm not going to assert that and say you're wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah. I actually don't know the facts. I think it's the case. I don't know.
But B, that's not, you don't insert yourself in a transaction that you weren't a party to.
If you've got
scammers in the building, there's other ways to deal with it. This isn't the way. I'm sorry. This is
the way. This is the way. So, like, hypothetically, if it is his house, it's not the way. Hypothetically, if this is his house, it's his business. And he could be sued for running a whole array of scam artist booths.
Nope.
No, it'll happen within a marketplace.
Nope.
For sure. Nope. There's lots of police that will absolutely shut down an entire marketplace, and the marketplace runner can't just say, well, that's just what this booth did. That's just what this booth did. That's just what this booth did. Do you get what I'm saying?
First of all, it's none of these guys own the buildings, but if you're a tenant in a building, the landlord doesn't have possession of the space. The landlord isn't responsible for what you're doing in there. That's just not the law.
That's absolutely not the case.
No, that is the case. That is the case. That is the case.
You can't knowingly make facilities available to people who are breaking the law. That's it. That's not.
Trax doesn't know they're breaking the law.
Not even moral. Sorry,
he doesn't know that. And there's a process for that. He doesn't get to be judge, jury, and executioner of all this stuff. That is just not the way it works. Landlords don't just get to decide, that's a bad guy, I'm throwing him out of the building. It's not the way it works.
That's a pretty big oversimplification. If you discover that your tenant is conducting illegal operations on your premises, you have some duties and some responsibilities.
If it's illegal, but there's no indication these guys are doing anything illegal.
I believe that Trax thinks he does.
But he's not the one who gets to decide.
But we've just agreed that you do have a responsibility.
No, but he doesn't get to decide that it's illegal on his own. You bring in law enforcement. That's what
he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
How many businesses deal with law enforcement? Most businesses will never deal with law enforcement or cops or courts.
It goes to your Scambino's right. If you discover your tenant's doing something illegal, your remedy is to a victim. You call the police, you start eviction proceedings. That's what you do. You don't do this.
But let's watch this. I applaud him for doing this.
I know you do. It's bizarre to me.
Let's watch this.
It's so bizarre to me that people applaud him for doing this without any real factual evidence of what really went on. Just believing Trax. It's remarkable to me.
Let's watch this version of the video. This starts off from the same angle, but then cuts away to a different angle.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money? Where's my?
Now it cuts to an alternate angle. A guy. So this is the guy. There are a couple of people filming right here behind Trax on this side. Now we're cut to the other angle. We can clearly see the display case and the door and everything here.
Money. I got this bracelet. Where's my money?
Yep. So the door goes up.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? God, motherfucker. You say VVS?
I3.
To Buckley's point, and it is a fair one, never trust a guy wearing a double loop Ferragamo belt. I'm not sure why, but I know when Buckley says it, I have to believe him. He says it with such conviction. So this guy is wearing a double loop Ferragamo belt. I'm immediately concerned.
14 carat, and you're using my name, you
64. Pause there. This so there's two things I don't like that I feel is very iffy. The using my name aspect, it's a huge part of whether or not Trax has you know, he should be doing this. I think that's the most dubious part of this claim, because even the client in the interview that we could reference really doesn't say that Akai claims to be Trax.
No.
He makes an implied claim that he's part of Trax by saying, "Oh yeah, we sold out of that," or something along those lines on an item online that was sold out. But so literally, he did claim to be Trax, but it was a very weak claim. It was implied, but he did say, you know, we ran out of that. I don't believe it was more than that potentially. Clearly, the letterhead and the receipt doesn't claim that it's Trax.
Yep.
The other aspect, actually, I don't like how meager the duped party is here. In both videos where we see the customer, he's very sheepish, which is kind of the behavior of someone who was doing a grift and then it's gone a little too far. It's
I agree with
kind of
that. I think that guy's
reliable.
up to something. I don't necessarily believe his story.
Right. Yeah. I could. There is enough room for me to think that the customer fabricated stuff, or I don't know. But wouldn't you behave almost as sheepishly if you saw Trax doing this? Even if you were ripped off by $20,000, I'd be like, oh. Okay.
Now wait a minute. Hawkeye in the chat says Trax is written on the receipt under the description Trax chain. Now
Okay.
we can go back and we can try and find that receipt and see if it actually says that or not.
look.
But again, there's no evidence that was necessarily written by.
If it was on the receipt, it's on the receipt. But
yeah,
I
but we
didn't
never.
see that.
The guy could have. That could have been put there afterwards. You never know. We need a handwriting
I
expert.
doubt very much that Akai wrote Trax chain on its receipt.
We'll see. We'll see. We will find.
I doubt they
we'll
wrote
find the
it.
receipt.
If it's on there.
Let's go back to the.
It's a
video.
matter of fact rather than, you know, we shouldn't hypothetically debate that, because I mean, whatever it is what it is.
I will say here that the Akai guy, in the face of this physical confrontation, does at this point kind of lean back a little bit, turn to the right, kind of signaling for his partner, like, "Hey, call security or the police."
Right, he's trying. Yeah, you could see he's asking.
I see that as a sign of de-escalation. You know, it looks like a very mean, sinister look, but what he's really trying to do is like kind of lean back to the right, like, "Hey, do something here."
Right,
is what I'm sensing. Okay, let's continue on.
47. 64.
Yeah, 60.
So now Trax walks away because this other guy is on the phone with the police, giving them the physical address. He's
447. Thief! You thief!
Stop.
So now the other guy, Akai, has walked forward. He's signaling for someone from security to, like, "Hey, you know, do something with this guy.
Stop. Take him.
Get him out," he says.
Right.
And then this guy puts hands on him. And Trax doesn't like that.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Hands off of me, bro.
"Get your hands off me, bro," is what he says. Let me just back
Right.
it up a little bit. This is YouTube, so I can back it up.
Stop. Take him out. Stop. Take him out.
Yeah. No.
The guy whispers, "You can't do this."
Hands off of me, bro. Take your hands off of me, bro.
Nope. That's very physical.
Does anyone know the relationship between all these booths? I mean, Akai and Trax share a booth right next to each other.
They don't share. Shares are the wrong word. It's like when you go to a swap meet and you have a whole bunch of tables set up. These are people who rent these spaces, and just so happens that Trax has a very big one in the front of the building, with an island and one of these aisle booths, and the other guy has what appears to be an island or an L-shaped booth in right next to him, like one aisle over from Trax. So they're very close by, and it's not uncommon for those aisles to be very busy, and so someone have to go around in a big circle to look at stuff there.
What do you think is happening in the video where he's trashing the Akai booth? You agree it's the Akai booth? It's not.
No, that's Trax. I believe that's Trax.
That's his own. We think that's his own booth.
But when he goes to the chair, you can see the sign for Akai Diamonds is in the booth.
I know, and that's what I thought too. But apparently, that's Trax's booth. It's the back of Akai's booth.
Yeah,
I don't know why Akai has a sign facing on Trax's side of the booth. That's weird to me.
No, that sign is facing the front of to the street. Okay, so when you walk in from the street, you see that sign inside.
Bro. Calm down. You give me my money.
You're never gonna see that.
Let me show you here.
I mean, Trax is trying to go through that guy to get back.
So see the diamonds. This is Akai Diamonds here.
Yeah,
it's at the back of his booth. So when you see that in the prior clip with Trax trashing the island, that's much further up. And what you're doing is you're seeing that sign in the back, which is at the back of this guy's.
Can we see this angle just a little bit longer? Because in the back of the booth that Trax was trashing was two really big safes. Is it?
Yeah.
If it's not two really big safes behind that guy, then that's pretty clear. It's a different booth.
It is a totally different booth because you just have to trust me. It's the booth that Trax was trashing was an island booth. This one is not an island. As you can see, it kind of dead ends right here.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's another vendor on the opposite side of that counter.
Mm-hmm.
You say VVS I3 14 carat, and you're using my name. You
6447. 6447.
Yeah, 6447.
See, there's a single safe there.
That looks like the one he was trashing.
It does.
There's a divider right down the middle of the booth and a safe on either side.
Yeah, all those booths look the same or similar, so it's hard to tell. But I agree with you. I thought initially that was their booth.
So now here's a desk in the middle.
But it's the same chair.
That would be crazy.
Stop. Take him out. Stop. Take him out.
Yeah. No.
All right, let's go back to the other one then. Let's go back to Instagram and okay, here we go.
So this is the receipt from this disgusting company.
Where does it say Trax?
Fucking pieces of shit.
Hold on.
So this is.
Where's that receipt? Where does it say Trax chain on it?
It says white gold diamond.
Where it would say Trax if there was anything. Like it's not a clear shot. There's nothing on top.
Nothing on top. It just says white gold diamond. White gold diamond. Yeah, 13.15 grams. Something natural diamond.
From this disgusting.
Nothing there that says Trax.
Company that pretends to be me says they're TraxNYC. Sells my customer a bracelet, rips him off on the gold.
Doesn't say Trax anywhere that I can see there.
Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold. Well, we're going to test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10 karat gold. So did they say they were TraxNYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray. He tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
One of your rings that you purchased.
Right. That we sell. So you came with a picture of TraxNYC.
Yep. I opened up the website for.
And then he.
Okay. Oh shit. God damn it. Sorry about that.
So this is the receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're TraxNYC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off, and rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold. Well, we're going to test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10 karat gold. So did they say they were TraxNYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray. He tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
One of your rings that you purchased.
Right. That we sell. Yeah. So you came with a picture of TraxNYC.
Yep. I opened up the website for him.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all day long. These rats have done this over and over and over again, and I tolerated it. And now they fucked them over on the carrot as well. Yo, Akai, you are fucking thieves, bro. The most disgusting.
Okay.
Yeah. So
not
I think the claims of him impersonating Trax are weak. It's really just what he said. And we don't have any really good reason to trust this guy that much. I'm not talking about Trax, I'm talking about the customer.
Yep.
That being said, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm not talking from a law perspective. That being said, this probably isn't the first time Trax has had something like this come to his attention.
And it's not just there, but it's probably all over 47th Street where people
I'm
come
sure
in.
It's not the first time somebody walked up with a picture on Trax's website to a different booth saying, "Hey, I'm looking for something like this." And instead of them going, "Oh, Trax is over there, I've got a similar chain to sell you."
No, I understand. It's a very sort of a gray sort of area and line. Maybe there's no line in some people's interpretations, but I could see why Trax would be upset with this guy.
Oh well. Trax should go get space in a building where he doesn't share with a bunch of other booths. If he wants.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that this is like his main thing. I would have thought he'd be big enough to just have his own space. I don't really understand.
I mean, he wants to be there with all these guys. I'm sure people walk in thinking they're going to go visit one place and they end up buying something from a different booth all the time there.
I even heard that Trax is probably one of the more expensive people to get jewelry from because he specializes so much in custom. There's so much marketing that if he puts himself right next to all these guys, they're just going to get lots of, flow on business because everyone can undercut him, is my understanding.
Yeah.
Thank you, investigators who are always sending me information. I really appreciate that. This is looks like a close-up on the receipt, and it just says Miami, Cuban, triple row, diamond, something. Luch, I'm not sure. Diamond lock, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
White gold diamond bracelet, something 13.15 grams, and then something VVS natural diamonds.
Right.
Doesn't say Trax anywhere on there. At least doesn't say Trax style. Doesn't say anything like that. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support and the help. Let's go back to. Let's see here.
Wait, while we pause, do we all agree that this guy was probably looking for a Trax style bracelet? That's what they would have been talking about?
I think he probably had it up on his phone and went around looking for one.
Yep. Let's see here. Let me find this one. All right, hold on a second. Here we go. You guys can see this?
See, it's the Kai diamonds behind
table and the chairs and the divider.
I thought the same thing, Ozzy.
Okay. Rip you off on this thing. It turned out to be
exact same style safe.
You had a check?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving you $1,000.
Is this him in their fucking physical space when they're not there? That would be crazy.
I was on top. Here's 22,000 for your fucking trouble. These bum motherfuckers, bro. You get people in this exchange, people in this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this coming up with a fucking scheme every fucking time. Keep fucking scheming, bro. 9 fucking carat this, 2 carat that, this, that. Security what, bro? Fucking bullshit, bro. Stop fucking stealing. You gotta come up. I want my fucking money, motherfuckers, bro. I gave the money up. You want to be TraxNYC? Here's TraxNYC. Akai. Garbage. You motherfuckers are garbage.
All right, I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
That looked like a guy's booth to me.
Yeah, it looks like that he got there either early or he's there late when everything is put away. He went into their space and fucking trashed whatever, like the scale and like minimal stuff, office stuff that was there. Interesting. Wow, I do stand corrected. I have to say, for all this time, I was saying that was his booth, but I was wrong. I apologize. Yeah. And I don't apologize for anything, but for that I have to. Mazalito has just joined us on the panel. Hello, Mazalito.
Brody, we coming for you, bitch. You fuck with the Mazalito. We will find you, cunt.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Benny the jeweler, who's also known affectionately as Mazalito, has joined the panel. Listen, you also had your own video that you came out with a couple of days ago where you were threatening someone who stole something from you, and do I have your permission to play the video?
No, fuck all that.
Oh, holy shit! Who's this? That was a damn good impression.
Listen, March 15th, there was a counter between me and a couple of lesbians at a party city. And I destroyed that party city, but I didn't get charged with assault.
Luckily.
Dude, this guy, Aku, he's fucking, this guy's guilty. For sure.
He may very well have shorted this guy.
I did some research while you guys are arguing.
It was none of, all of that could be true. My only beef is it was none of Trax's business to get involved with. That's it.
No,
so none of his business.
The thing is,
I don't understand why everybody's up in everybody else's business in your town, Buckley. What's going on? You're a bunch of yentas.
Whoa. This guy's from Queens. I'm not from Queens.
Whatever. It's all the same place.
Whoa.
It's all New York City. You try to separate yourself from the riffraff because you're on Long Island. You don't really live with these people. Yeah, you do.
You're prejudiced against.
You hide in your little boroughs. You all pretend you're different and special in your own little boroughs.
So Brody's prejudiced against Italians. No, dude, listen.
Yeah.
This customer is an idiot. Okay? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you walk past this building, Trax has his logos all over the front in the windows because he has the front booths. So these guys, this is what I think happened. This guy walked in, and because these guys are a bunch of fucking sharks, he landed at that counter, and they were like, "Yes, we can do something similar to Trax." And this guy interpreted it as, cool, Trax.
He's too stupid to understand what's really going on.
He's too stupid to understand. Now, where they fucked the guy is they didn't give him the right carat gold, so they did give him a bullshit product. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you watch the video, if someone came up to you screaming in your place of business, accusing you of fraud or whatever, wouldn't you say things like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Or, "Hey, stop yelling," or "Calm the fuck down," or "Back the fuck up," or "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Or the guy says nothing.
I would do that. I think a lot of people would do that. I've seen it too much. People impose their sort of the way they would react, and that's what they expect other people to do. And it's just so often not the case. People react in very different ways to very different stressful situations. So, you know, who knows? But I mean, I would not have reacted the way this guy did. I get what you're saying, but it doesn't surprise me that he reacted in a way that I found odd.
It doesn't surprise me because I think the interpretation that they did rip off the customer as far as the gold content, he didn't know how to respond because Trax was telling him like, "I caught you, bitch."
No, I think he didn't know how to respond because he was completely taken by surprise by a maniac.
No,
and he doesn't know how to respond to that situation. He didn't know. People don't prepare for that.
Yeah, but Brody, he steps out from the counter like, "I'm ready to fight," because
No, he stepped out from the counter like he wanted to talk about it.
Evidently, he wanted to talk about it. So,
no, he wanted to fight, dude. The way that guy stood.
No, if he wanted to fight, he would have punched him.
It was a moment. It was a moment.
The reason he didn't want to fight is because he didn't know how to fight. That's why he spit on him. Because he doesn't.
Well, look.
This guy doesn't know how to defend himself. He doesn't.
I understand, but if you watch, look, he's accusing him. He's yelling at him. This guy's saying nothing.
I understand that he doesn't know how to. The guy, Buckley. I'm not going to impose what I think a person should have done on this guy with a maniac like that. He was caught by surprise. It's completely unexpected. It's, you know, he froze.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I'm just saying he froze because he's embarrassed because he got caught.
Yeah, I want to comment on that.
I don't know.
If you look,
that's true. I still don't know.
Well, if you watch this,
I still don't know that. I still don't know.
If you look at this footage, the Akai guy never actually makes eye contact with the receipt. He you would think that he'd want to know, like, hey, okay, this is the receipt that I gave the customer. Let's review what I promised versus what was the. Hold on. So
people get overwhelmed. People get overwhelmed.
But look carefully. He's looking. He's concerned with Trax and Trax's physicality. Obviously, at this time, he doesn't look at the receipt. He still doesn't. He still doesn't look at the receipt.
Right.
He's still looking
overwhelmed. Right. He's overwhelmed by the behavior.
Brody.
He's realizing he's not going to have a rational conversation with this guy right then and there. It's not going to happen.
Brody, though, here's the thing. They would have arrived at work to a bunch of broken shit in their booth. So they would have already been.
So you think? Yeah. So that was all right. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know the order of things.
So they would have already been on alert. Like, listen, this fucking guy came in here last night and trashed all of our shit because this threat you're seeing is after the day after he did that.
I'm not saying either way. I wouldn't surprise me if Akai did rip this guy off on the chain. It doesn't surprise me that he did. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm not even arguing.
There's no.
I'm saying I don't know, but even if he did, my only point is it's none.
But doesn't
I just go back to that point. It was never Trax's business. Sorry.
But doesn't wait a minute. As the self-appointed Superman of the Diamond District, and his whole reputation is about inserting himself and protecting the reputation of the hardworking people on the street.
I don't understand all you fucking New Yorkers want to be everybody else's Superman and solve everybody else's
Hey,
problem.
did you ever see Spider-Man?
This shit doesn't go down in Chicago. We don't do that shit. We mind our own business.
You don't have guys flying
No, we don't.
on spider webs from buildings.
We
don't have fucking people in capes flying over the city we do.
Brody, Trax is Batman.
I know he thinks he is.
All I'm saying here is if you look at the timeline, for 2 days, Trax was making these videos. They would have heard about it. They would have
again, luckily.
Hold on.
Whatever. I'm not
saying you. I'm talking to the audience.
Brody, stop interrupting. Let Buck
honestly,
get a word in edgewise.
The spitting's gross. It's disgusting. It doesn't bother me that I mean, compared to the shit that should have happened to him, but you know.
Listen, Brody, I'm talking to the jury and the audience. You gotta rest, pal. I'm talking to the jury here. Listen,
I understand the chat is with Trax, and I understand because the guy spit on him, and they think that he's guilty of ripping this guy off. That this guy is the scum of the earth. None of that makes any of this Trax's business or his behavior okay. That's all I'm saying.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it okay.
There you go.
No, but
And
I'm not
everybody's
arguing with you.
focused on the spitting. It's like unbelievable.
I'm not arguing
Spitting
with
is
you.
not the problem here, people.
Can we just comment on the behavior of Akai in this presumed first encounter?
It's strange. It's strange.
Very sheepish. This
Yeah.
is the behavior of someone who got caught.
Yes.
If he knew
Yeah,
that
I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a body language reader.
I'm a body language reader.
I understand it a
that.
little bit enough.
I don't do that
Normally,
Ozzy
when
has a
someone
book
is
on it.
accused of something that they didn't do, they absolutely didn't do, they normally face aggression from the person being accused. It's incredulous, and they have every right to face aggression. If someone is caught, the behavior is usually minimization. Oh, this isn't that bad. Oh, this is understandable. Oh, this is just a gray area. There's been a misunderstanding. Oh, even if I did, it's not that bad. You know, it's minimization. But that's if someone is caught. That's what he's showing here. In the second video, spitting is actually what you would expect from someone who is being besmirched unnecessarily, potentially. But that could be.
Yeah, I don't do all the psychological behavioral stuff. That's not my bag.
Well,
I do.
Let me be
not my
logical.
bag.
Brody,
I don't think any of us are experts in that field, that we know.
No, you don't need to be an expert.
And this is what makes somebody look guilty, and this is what doesn't.
Hold on.
I don't know. I'm saying I'm fully willing to believe that this guy ripped them off. It wouldn't surprise me. Again, not a track.
You don't need to be an expert to understand that.
Nope.
If you walk into your place of business,
you are not. You people all
somebody
think to be buying this shit
you would
from
spit
people's
on them.
body language and the way they look and all this and all that. Nope.
I've seen it time and time again. People accused of things that they did. It's always about minimization. That even though this is a known pattern of behavior, I've never seen someone react violently after being accused of something they did. It's very difficult to build up that.
And your field of study and expertise in this is, and your sample size is what? Exactly.
If we're going to go to credentialism,
come on, dude. You know how people react. You have the body of evidence. You know what the body language, all this sort of shit. Nope.
I'll let the audience decide in that
That's
one.
fine.
If they know people who've ever been accused, you ever raised a child who did something wrong, you ever got accused yourself, you know how you've behaved. So I'm just telling people to it's a human element. It is not hard and fast. There's no hard and fast rule that you can rely on this and say put people away in prison because of how they behave after being accused. But I'm just saying this is stereotypical I got caught behavior.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know that. I don't know that any of you could divine that. I have no idea.
I'm not divining it.
Having said that, I'm fully willing to believe he did it. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. I don't know this guy.
Let's put it to a vote.
No, again, the important point, we keep losing the important point.
It's sheepish behavior.
It's none of Trax's business.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Why do you guys think it's his business?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay. Brody, the guy tests the chain. It was 10 carats, not 14. There's your fact. We don't need to know anything.
Okay, but why is it Trax's business?
I don't care why it's Trax's business. I'm just telling you.
That's my whole point.
No, you're not letting me finish.
Yeah.
Forget about that point. When this guy's yelling in his face that you fucking did some shady shit, the guy's behavior is, oh, fuck, you caught me.
Okay.
And then, hold on. Yeah. The spitting on the face is a reaction to this motherfucker came in and trashed my shit this morning and now is screaming and embarrassing me. It's not self-defense. It's fuck you.
I didn't say, listen. I understand that spitting is an assault and it's technically a crime and he got charged. I'm fine with all that. It just doesn't bother me that much, given Trax's behavior. It really doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It doesn't bother me that much. I thought he deserved to be punched in the face. I thought he deserved to get his nose broken. And everybody.
It doesn't bother me either. I'm just telling you why the guy did it. That's why he did it, because he's screaming. This guy wanted to fight him.
I understand that. I don't understand why nobody's offended by Trax's behavior here. It's crazy to me.
I'm
that he
not
would
offended
start
by
this
either of their
shit.
behavior.
None of this would have happened if Trax didn't come down there acting like a maniac. We all agree with that, right?
But
none of this would have
have
happened.
you ever been the victim of a scam, Brody?
Yes.
Don't you wish someone went to town on
No
the perpetrator?
No, not like this. No.
I wouldn't care the capacity in which someone went after them. I would
Really?
say
Okay.
everything legally and right to the edge of legally is what I wish would happen to anyone
all right,
who
well.
scammed me or anyone else.
Nope.
I mean, I honestly,
because
I hope.
it's not like the legal system actually works. You know what I mean? for
Well,
the average
I mean-
people, it doesn't work. They get away with these scams.
Listen. I just the pass that Trax is getting on this behavior is remarkable to me. Is remarkable to me that everybody's giving him a pass.
Yeah. He's got a tremendous pass in the court of public opinion, no doubt. He's an absolute hero here in New York. As a matter of fact, we are very much considering a proclamation to rename Fifth Avenue TraxNYC Boulevard. So we want to acknowledge our heroes. Here's the famous spitting incident. Okay, so for those of you who are squeamish, please.
Well, look, hold on. Before you play it, don't play it with sound. Look at the Akai guy's face. He wants this. Like, he's laughing. Like, hey, let's fucking fight. This guy wants to fight. I don't care what anybody says. When you spit in somebody's face, you want to fight them. I've done it, so I know. When you spit in somebody's face, you want to fucking assault them, you want to hurt them. I don't care who's right, who's wrong. I'm just telling you the intent. It's not self-defense. It's to make Trax look like a bitch.
I didn't say the spitting was self-defense.
People have, though. People have been saying that. It's
Yeah,
not
no, the
self-defense.
spitting's not self-defense.
Can we just clarify? This is 100% after Trax trashed their booth.
Yes.
Do we know that? We don't know
Yes.
the sequence of anything 100%.
Yeah, I'm a little
Do
confused
we?
about that.
No, it's after he trashed their booth.
It strikes
went
me
in
as it's
there.
very plausible because the customer was still there. It sounds like, to me, it seems like the video where he's showing the paper to the screen in the back
Was
room
from yesterday. It was from
is
last night
very
or the
close-
day before. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
went.
it's very
Listen,
close to
guys,
the video
guys.
of trashing the booth.
It's likely that the day that he made that video of trashing the booth was New Year's Eve because those guys would have left for the holiday. So they would have come in to find their booth fucking destroyed. So
Right.
the reason why the other guy immediately calls the cops because they say, "Oh fuck, this guy's back," and neither of
Right.
them say, "Hey, fuckface, why don't you stop yelling? We didn't do anything," because they did do something. They sold the guy something that wasn't real.
Is it possible the trashing of the booth happened before the first encounter?
Yeah, yes. The
Yeah, that's
trashing of
what
the booth
Buck was
happened
saying.
on like.
That seems
yeah,
likely. It seems
That's
likely.
what I'm saying. It probably
Yes.
happened on like Tuesday, and then this fight happened on what, Thursday? Yeah,
So when Trax goes up to
or
him
Wednesday.
and is
What the
screaming,
fuck?
"Where's my money?" This guy
Friday.
actually knows exactly what he's talking about.
This happened. All this. Now the spit and the arrest was yesterday, guys. The spit and the arrest was yesterday.
Yes.
Today's Saturday. It was
But
Friday.
The first incident video, which we spent most of the time on, where the first encounter was knock, knock, knock. Where's my money?
No, that's the same day.
It could have been earlier
spitting-
the same day. Earlier the same day.
No. Guys. It's within 10 minutes of each other. Both encounter the knocking is him coming up on him. He says, "Get your phone ready. I'm gonna go after this guy." Because clearly my videos with the guy in the room and my trashing of their booth wasn't enough. We haven't gotten a response.
Okay.
So then he does.
So Akai, as soon as he saw Trax in the first video after knock, 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 he knows what the money is about. He knows everything about this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. He knows everything. That's why the response. Don't play sound. Just watch Akai's movements. It's all like, "Oh fuck, this guy's here. I don't know what to do. What do I do? He's fucking making me look bad. Should I fight him? Do I not fight him?" And the other guy's immediately calling the police behind him. You see it? He's immediately calling the police. Call the police. Call the police. You know what? He's right. He's right. Maybe I should punch him in the fucking face. No, there's cameras around. I can't punch him. That's what's going on here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on here because he
Well,
trashed the booth.
Another mind reader.
I'm not a mind reader, Brody. I don't need
Another
you
mind
to
reader.
believe it to know
No,
what's true.
like Brody, what at this point you're trying to tell us that we cannot observe what humans do, but you're willing to say that Trax's behavior is wild, but we're not allowed to say that their behavior is sheepish.
Well, okay, sheepish. I think he's like caught by surprise, but he very well be guilty. I'm not saying he's not. Like I said, I'm fully willing to believe he is. But I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise. But people who aren't guilty would also react sheepishly to a guy like, "What the fuck? Who is this guy?" Like he's acting like a maniac. I have no idea what's going on there. Call the police.
You don't open it. You don't open a counter.
Okay, I understand.
Brody,
you think that.
Brody, have you ever had a physical altercation?
Yes.
Okay. You only step forward when you're not afraid. You don't step
Well,
forward
he didn't
when you're
step
afraid.
forward. He opened the booth. Now he steps forward after Trax backs away because he wants to look at this thing, and Trax is still yelling at him. So there you go. But if he wanted an altercation, he would have punched him. He would have started an altercation.
The reason, hold on, he does
He's
want
trying to diffuse it by having this guy
you gotta let people
remove
finish.
him.
Brody, you gotta let people finish.
Yeah.
When he leaves, the cameras go down, right? The second encounter, see, they think he left. The second encounter, Trax runs up on him. He doesn't think there's cameras because there's chaos. That's when he spits in his face, when he feels like, oh, nobody's watching.
Okay, I don't know. Again, this is like you divining the timing and the cameras and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't need you to be sure of it. I'm sure of it. I can see what's happening.
I know you're sure of it. You are
because you know what happened today,
nobody
Brody?
is more sure of themselves than you, Buckley. Nobody.
Yes. It served me well. You know that today cops came in and arrested them. They didn't arrest Trax, so I don't need you to believe it.
That. I understand that.
We don't need you to believe
that was
it.
wrong. I think they should have arrested Trax as well for this behavior.
Well, apparently those highly paid New York City lawyers and the New York City police force got it wrong then.
Wait, what are you proposing Trax should have been arrested for?
Assault, public disturbance, disturbing the peace,
disorderly conduct.
That's plausible, but yeah,
it
doesn't justify. Yeah,
I didn't say. I said I'm perfectly fine with them getting arrested for spitting on him. I mean,
let's put it this way: he's in private property. He wasn't trespassed. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
All right, let's watch the famous spitting incident here. I will enable the audio, and here we go.
You fucking bitch. Yo, don't fucking fuck out of here.
Can we go back and pause?
They tried to kill me with my own
Yeah,
chain. This is Instagram, so I can't go back.
What happened?
Can we clarify? He definitely spat in his face. I mean, someone else was saying that he didn't spit on him.
In the end, they tried to kill me, strangle me with my own chain. Get out of this hospital.
TraxNYC.com.
I do like that at the end in the ambulance, TraxNYC.com.
Yeah, I know, right?
But I just take that he's such a professional that he just has to finish every sentence of TraxNYC.com, even if the camera wasn't on.
Well, that was an edited clip. So, and he had that made very, very soon after this clip made.
Well, Ozzy, I gotta go. You don't think this guy was actually trying to unveil a scam, right?
What do you mean by they? What are you talking about?
Trax. There's nothing here about a scam. He found a very small opportunity to create viral content. He didn't expect this guy.
I agree with that.
Yes. So he didn't expect this guy, Akai, which I think his name is George. It's either George or Freddie. He didn't expect this guy to respond this way because nobody ever has. He used this guy's little fucking thing here, the 4 carats, as content gold.
This is how Trax started.
I know, but who has he gotten thrown off the street? Nobody. This is just his marketing. It's his shtick.
Yeah, this is his shtick. This is
So,
his. I agree.
Yeah, we all agree on that.
Do I believe he wanted to expose these scammers? No, I think he wanted 1 million views and he fucking got it. That's why you see him saying Trex.com. He knew exactly what he was doing.
But there are entire YouTube channels, and you could say Trax is one of them, mainly Instagram and TikTok, that are dedicated to exposing scams. And I think it's good
but
content.
that's not his business model. Is the 47th Street scumbags have ripped you off for too long. I'm this honest Robin Hood. I will never rip you off. Right?
Yes.
That's his whole thing. And on top of that, he's found a way to use screaming and this Jake Paul type violence to work in his favor. But what happened today, he didn't expect that to happen. But it worked out perfectly for him.
I think that's fair, but I would read more charitably into the reasoning behind the situation. But I think it's fair.
I just put it in the chat. Trax is the Jimmy Hart of 47th Street.
There you go.
I do like the WWE comparisons, and I'm a big fan of wrestling. So this behavior is very normal to me, Brody. I want to see more of it. It's okay.
I don't get that.
These are basically promos, and hey, Trax has already been involved in actual boxing matches, right?
Uh-huh.
He fought Nico.
I know.
Now, this is
the worst boxing match ever. Two guys who couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag.
The only thing Trax cares about, and he's a master at this, is free publicity. If you don't believe me, this is the latest story that Trax has posted to Instagram. Let me show it here. Give me a second.
You guys want a fun fact while he brings that up?
Sure.
As of yesterday, Akai Jewelers had 20 Yelp reviews. Okay? 19 of them were 5 stars.
Uh-huh.
As of today, they have 461 1-star reviews.
Yeah, and they're all
they're fucked.
Fake reviews. Fake reviews. This is TraxNYC's Instagram page, and he's showing what we can't normally see. He's showing us a screenshot of his own dashboard, which shows you a summary. 200 million views in the last 30 days.
I mean, there's also channels like what you're doing here, OC, who have done retrospective videos or summary videos as well that also have tens of millions of views at this point. That everyone in the country knows about this more than the Switzerland fire.
Yeah, that's right.
I just received very important forensic evidence. We just had an examiner conduct a very thorough. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. Let me open this up in a new window. This is very, very important. This is, Brody, you're familiar with exculpatory evidence, correct?
Okay, sure.
This is not quite the same. This is
Inculpatory evidence.
This is expelcatory
evidence.
Expelcatory. Here we have a very thorough analysis of the spray pattern.
That's a buckshot loogie, man.
Yeah. Was the speed of the saliva fast enough to constitute battery?
No, hey, listen, he spit on him. That's a crime. I don't argue with that. That's a crime.
Does the aerosol effect,
given everything that
one
happened,
big
it's not
loogie
like the
make a
worst
difference?
outcome.
It doesn't make it work. Would it be aggravated battery or extra severe battery if it was like a big loogie instead of the spray?
We talked about that earlier. I think a single big loogie would have been aggravated battery with mayhem. This is just simple aggravated battery.
I think this evidence is extremely damning from what I can I can see here. The speed and the angle of the multiple saliva heads that have been projected out clearly demonstrate premeditation. There's no way.
Who spits like this? This is a weaponized.
Let me ask everybody a question. If this guy had never spit on Trax, because that seems to be the thing that offends people the most, would you still say that Trax was still right to do all this?
Well, here's why it's easy for people to make that a line in the sand. It's literally the only thing we see that is clearly criminal.
Right, I understand.
You know what I mean? Everything else, you know, you can play devil's advocate to the nth degree, and you know, for both sides. But no one can agree that spitting in this moment is justified.
Yeah. So if he hadn't spit, would everybody still be like, "Go Trax, you're our guy"?
Yes.
No fight.
But it wouldn't be 200 million views.
Yeah.
It would be yes, but it would be like 5 million views.
No, I understand that.
That's the thing, and that's what we've been discussing for the past 48 hours. Is that Trax is a master at creating chaos, and what he did here was, whether it was intentional or unintentional, he created mass hysteria, chaos. He went off the rails like he normally does, whether he's on something or not. He provoked the guy and baited him into stepping over the line. And the guy, whether premeditated or not, used a weapon of mass expulsion on Trax and
chemical warfare.
This is
Geneva Convention.
Diego, what was the club head speed of this spit, Diego?
But listen, he got the guy to do exactly. Trax got exactly what he wanted, a viral moment that he could use as a rallying cry, and then after that, a fucking melee where someone yanked his fucking chain, caused physical injury, and he can go make a video saying, "They tried to strangle me to death, bro. They tried to kill me with my own chain." Available now on TraxNYC.com.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is it seems like the spitting is sort of the, I don't want to say excuse.
This is the spit heard around the world, Brody.
That people are relying on to make Akai the bad guy, the sole bad guy here, and Trax didn't do anything wrong. And even if he didn't spit, though, I'm hearing, no, Trax is still the good guy here because he exposed the scammer. But he didn't have to go down there and act like a maniac to expose the scammer. He could have just done a video up in his office like he did, saying, "Hey, this guy bought this thing from Akai." He didn't have to go down there and make a scene.
Brody, what you don't understand is we are sick and tired of the corruption on 47th Street.
Responsible for escalating everything in the first place. That's my whole point. Did you see on something that was none of his business?
We're looking out for a hero, a protector of the Diamond District, and that's what we have in TraxNYC. Yeah. There's way too much fraud. There's way too much abuse, corruption, thievery. They're taking the spring bars out of authentic Rolex Oyster bracelets and replacing them with substandard Chinese spring bars. They're taking links out. They're using substandard gold. They're putting ugly fucking lab diamonds and shit. The corruption is off the charts. Trax is exposing it, and that's why there's a groundswell of support for what. Listen, by any means necessary, we need to take. I'm calling for Trax to take the law into his own hands on our behalf. We have your back. And
this is America. This is America. This is completely in line with like what the president did today as well. Just kidnap the president of another country. There are no lines when you know you're right. That's the way that.
When you're right, you're right. This guy, you know, the thing that Trax has on his side. And I think more people believe it rather than not, is that this fucking slime guy sold someone. First of all, it should be a crime for someone to pay $21,000 for an ugly piece of jewelry like that. But there's stupid is as stupid does, I guess. But this guy then not only was not happy making $21,000, he ripped him off on the gold and the diamonds.
Yeah.
I just want to say, did everyone seen Hamilton the musical?
No, I'm not gay.
No,
I'm not gay.
One of my favorite songs is "It Would Be Nice to Have George Washington on My Side." In this case, I think everyone can say it would be nice to have TraxNYC on my side. I want a guy like that on my side. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Everybody is on the guy's side. Look, here's Moses commenting in the video here. Let me see if I can highlight this, or just Moses says, never spit in a man's face. Trax, anything you need, I got you.
Yeah, that's it.
And it has
the spit did it, man. The spit it clouded people's judgment on everything that happened before that.
Moses has the diamond knuckle dusters, so I think he could be of use.
Dude, they got World Star to comment. Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Who's that?
That's awesome. That's the only thing that 47th Street was missing, was someone to be screaming out World Star while this was going on.
Dude, World Stars. That's, if you get World Star, you've made it.
And World Star's comment. Who's World Star? Fill me in.
That's why you don't understand.
We don't have the time, OC. But
that's why you don't understand any of this shenanigans. Brody, do you know what World Star is?
No.
See,
oh my gosh.
See that, Aussie? This is why they don't get it.
Are you American? Jeez. it's that Waffle House situation I was talking about. It's what the counters, it means everything. You've never been in World Star.
Like me.
World Star is just basically, if you wrapped up every
okay. World Star Hip Hop.
This is World Star. This video is World Star.
This is a World Star video.
That comment, whatever World Star says, has 12,000 likes. Moses' comment, 42,000 likes. I mean, this is just insane.
Listen, I understand the world is Team Trax. I don't understand it. I think the spit clouded people's judgment after the fact. And
this is his audience, though. I mean, him being outraged on scammers is how he built his audience. This is par for the course.
Yeah, I get it. It's just Trax being Trax. Let him be, man. He's saving the world. He's exposing scammers. Okay.
Well, I don't believe any of that. I'm not on that team by any means.
He's exposing scammers as a means to an end. The end is to continue to build his business, right? And he knows how to use social media to bring in customers.
The loogie that made Trax a hero.
It would be an interesting story. The thing is, Trax will continue to escalate. That's what he's good at. He, like Buckley said earlier, he trashed the guy's place. He didn't get the kind of response that he wants. He comes, bangs on the guy's shit. He doesn't get the response. He comes back again. The guy overreacts and spits. Boom. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
I got it.
Yeah. I told you, OC, I said early on, first comment, second comment in the chat before that started, I did not understand why everybody's Team Trax.
I don't think people are Team Trax.
I came into the Lions Den. I knew I was going to be outnumbered.
But Brody,
we're not excuses. You're all making excuses for Trax.
No, we're not. I don't know why you keep saying that. I'm not Team Trax. I'm saying that the guy's a fucking master at marketing, and it was a really smart move.
Mm.
I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm saying it was beautiful for his business. That's my position.
Yeah. Gothrob gets it.
Goat throat or throb here. Advertising. Why the fuck, Brody? I'm gonna direct this question at you. Why the fuck would you reimburse someone for something that you had nothing to do with? When the guy, let me go back to that video real quick because I think we want to see that one. Hold on. Let's watch this one.
These fucking pieces of shit, okay, rip you off on this fucking thing. It turned out to be 9-karat gold, right? You had a check?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's $22,000 for your fucking trouble. These fucking bums.
Okay. Why? I mean, Buckley, question to you: why did he say they are reimbursing you $22,000, then hands the guy $22,000?
Because Because you guys, listen.
No, I'm just asking the question. I know the answer the same as you, but go ahead and answer, please.
Because he's spending 22,000 on marketing to a certain group of people that he's willing to stand on the business. I don't know why that's so fucking hard
what
to
that
understand.
means.
That's your whole that then
It's
Brody,
an investment for him to signal like, hey, I've got the backs of the little guys that get fucked over on 47th Street. I'm going to take care of you because I am Robin Hood, and I'm going to go after the guys who really should have paid you back the money because that's who I am because I'm bigger than you, and I'll take on this thing, on your behalf. And 5 million people go, yeah, Trax, thank you.
Exactly.
You're our man.
And he sold 5 million in chains probably today.
100%.
Is that what standing on business means, Buckley? What OC just said? Is that your what you're saying?
That's not my interpretation. That's just the way this guy markets to the group that listen, Brody. I don't know if you've met a lot of people that wear iced out Cuban fucking huge chains. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed.
I'm hoping to be one of them, man.
Well, then you gotta start.
We're all getting chains after this. By the way,
let's do it.
The interest in giant gold Cuban chains has never been higher than it is right now. I bet
That's what a horrible time to buy pure gold jewelry. My God, what a horrible time.
Yeah.
It was cool like 4 years ago, wasn't it? Like I remember Eric on Watch Eric. He was like had a few videos on making the Cubans, and even I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of nice.
Okay, so standing on business means butting your nose in business where you don't belong, and then
that's exactly what it means.
And acting like it's like you're a hero, like you're
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
They don't have.
I don't understand that.
I'm explaining it to you. They don't have a social media page. He has millions of followers. He's able to take this opportunity, and he's able to show why you should come to him directly instead of everybody else because he's willing to take care of you. It's all bullshit. I agree. It's all bullshit. I agree with you. But people eat it up. If you look at the comments, there's hundreds of people today saying, I would buy a chain from Trax. That's all this was.
That's his business. Like as I alluded to before, his prices are higher than all the rest of the vendors there for similar stuff. His only way to justify it is that, but with the other people, you're going to get ripped off. They're going to find this, do that. I'll show you all the tricks that these other people do. So he can justify his prices.
Yeah, it's all marketing.
Buckley, I understand what you're saying. I'm not blind to the fact that he's a social media whore, and that's why he's doing it. And it's going to get him clicks, and he thinks he's going to get a bunch of business and all that. Maybe that all may be true.
But
none of that.
I mean, maybe he's right.
No, maybe he's right, but none of that's an excuse for the behavior.
Well,
no, it completely justifies the behavior.
Yeah,
like
that's all I'm saying.
This has got to be my favorite. This has got to be my favorite 20 seconds of the entire thing. Not the melee, not the spitting, but this right here. This is quintessential Trax. I love this. Soak it in.
Motherfuckers, bro. You get people in this exchange, people in this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this coming up with a fucking scheme every fucking time.
See, can we pause?
Keep fucking.
I don't understand. This is the part that he cannot do. You cannot go into their booth and destroy all of their shit.
I know, right?
Like,
dude, it's a scale. He can buy them another scale.
This is why I assumed he owned the marketplace, the building.
He doesn't. No, Ozzy. He doesn't own shit.
Yeah, I said I know nothing about it, but I assumed he had some clause to be in here.
No, but listen to me. Trax can't afford this. This build. He's looking at $100 million building. Trax can't afford this shit.
But even if he was a landlord, you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't just enter a tenant space and
right. My original, I thought this was the last video in the series, and this is after they're already gone, is my understanding. But
that's what I thought
this
too.
is probably the first. This is before the incident.
Yeah,
This is before the incident. Yeah.
Yeah. Gatsby in the chat, $10 super chat, $10 Canadian. Thank you very much. I'm really curious. Do these kinds of theatrics and uncivilized behavior really motivate people to do business with these people? 100%. 100%.
100%. Look at the comments.
100%. I would never set foot in the place. How does everyone else feel? Dude, you don't understand. This kind of behavior he is a hero of the kind of to the community that buys these 20, 30, these chains. Listen, these are people that are come in from Queens and Brooklyn and sometimes from out of state. They're carrying cash, 15, 20, 25,000 bucks. They want to buy a piece of custom jewelry. These are rappers. They've got lowered cars, all kinds of side hustles for cash. We won't get into what their businesses are, if you know what I mean. And they wear this kind of stuff. That's part of their culture and their lifestyle. And to them, having a guy that's from the streets like them, standing up for what he believes in, a self-made guy, started his own business when he was 17, came from Azerbaijan, now has a $25, $30 million business, all self-made. Yeah, they respect that 100%.
Yeah.
Buckley, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I understand he's getting a lot of positive feedback in his comments on his social media, but how much of that is really being converted into sales?
Well, I've listened.
A lot of it's just people just blowing off steam.
I've walked by his place many times. He's always got a group in there that are
packed.
It's always packed. People are always buying. So the guy's killing.
I think he's right on top of everything right now. I mean, he's also advertising or selling. I don't know his relation to what he's advertising. Straight gold bullion as well, which is it's hot right now in Australia. There's people lining up around blocks to buy gold, like literally every day. So yeah, I imagine in the Diamond District there's people out there just buying gold. And
well, Brody, let me ask you a question, Brody.
Yeah.
Social media wise, who's bigger in the space for people to go buy chains from? Like, who's got a bigger platform?
I don't know. You're probably right. I don't know. It doesn't none of that interests me.
So if you're Trax and you can take a risk by breaking the guy's shit, maybe you catch an assault charge, but you can drive a couple of $1 million in. You might not give a fuck, dude.
He doesn't. I don't think he needed this I don't think. I don't know.
Brody, you're assuming these guys are super smart and well thought out. If they were, they wouldn't be doing this.
No, you assume that he's super smart and it's well thought out. I don't know that.
No, I assume that he's buying into the social media world that we live in, the Jake Paul type of concept, which is you be viral and obnoxious and you make more money than every real boxer of all time by being a fake boxer. That's the world we live in. So
listen, I get.
Look at Nico Leonard.
Nico Leonard, I don't. Trax already has. He was already at the top. He already gets all this traffic. I'm not sure that this drives more traffic to him. I mean, he gets a lot of views. He gets a lot of support in the chat and a lot of social media support, and all that feels good and all that. But I don't know.
No offense, says TM. You guys, and I think he's referring to Buckley and Ozzy here. You guys are too old. The people following him don't expect a choir boy because they are not. That's right. The people they're hoodlums. The people who go to him are hoodlum customers for the most part. They don't like cheaters and they want justice. He also does giveaways. And he has super fans. Thank you.
I get that, but I'm saying that doesn't necessarily convert into, I'm going to go to Trax now and spend 30.
It does. It just does. That's just the law of the marketing fundamentals.
What's the number one concern going to a jeweler to buy such a?
That you don't get ripped off. That you're not going to get ripped off.
That's the only concern. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that could go wrong is like you get ripped off. I want to say
real quick. Daniel Quack in the chat says he's speaking to his demographic and pumping the algorithm. It may be hurting his business to business. It doesn't hurt his business to business relationships. As a matter of fact, you can see Jules is in the chat right here. Jules says her comment is, Max, it's always happened to me. Other vendors in my exchange are also stealing my clients, but I say to myself, that wasn't my Mazal, and I move on. So she has a more kind of live and let live kind of approach to it.
I'd say it's more stoic. As in, unless you're going to go and do what Trax does in this video, you can't let that eat you up. There's nothing you can do unless you do what he just did.
It's his shtick to not let it eat, to have it eat at him. That's his personality. It's his persona. It's his character. It's what people want from him. It's like when people want an Archie explodes on AC3, or if people want Nico to go off on the rapper who has the fake chain or whatever. It's like that. It's how these guys built a following, is having a. It's the reason why when Hulk Hogan comes out, he comes out to that same song every single time, right? It's repetition drilled into the heads of these adolescent kids, who buy this stuff,
Yeah.
And by the interest in gold Cuban change has never been higher than it has right now. I guarantee you over the next several months, the people buying. By the way, Trax of all the people has the worst taste of anybody on 47th Street in jewelry and watches.
His jewelry is ugly.
His jewelry's ugly. He's not even wearing a great Cuban chain. He's wearing a fucking like an ugly rope chain with different things. It's like ugly, and he's wearing a fucking iced out Datejust. Which is absolutely hideous. The guy has to get more on his game. He needs a fashion consultant.
That's the real crime here. His designs are ugly.
I mean, there's a little bit of this clip here where he's actually like he's pulling down his sweatshirt because it kind of comes up and you can see his belly button. It's like it's kind of embarrassing. Let's
So this is the receipt from this.
So not only did these fucking pieces of shit, okay?
This outfit, what he's wearing. I mean, come on. I was gonna say I dress better than that, but I don't. But I could almost come close.
Rip you off on this fucking thing. It turned out to be 9-karat gold, right?
Yeah. It's fucking dope. This fucking dope caused all of this.
Yeah.
This guy's spending 20. What is going, dude? Is the American economy must be like chugging along. So great. If this guy's buying $21,000 chains, what the fuck's going on in the United States of America right now? Dude,
I mean, Dan Bilzerian's running for president, so
pay your rent, get your car registered. Don't just drive around with fucking expired tags. Pay your rent. And then come in for a $21,000 chain. This guy he shouldn't be buying a $21,000 chain.
All right. Move on.
All right, sorry.
Had a check? Yeah. So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's $22,000 for your fucking trouble. These fucking motherfuckers, bro. You get people in this exchange, people this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this coming up with a fucking scheme.
Look at his sweatshirt. Oh, I love it.
Every fucking
he has to pull it down like a little kid.
Time. Keep fucking scheming, bro! 9 fucking carat this, 2 carat that, this, that. Security what, bro? Fucking bullshit, bro! Stop fucking stealing! Gotta come up. I want my fucking money, motherfuckers, bro. I gave the money up. You wanna be TraxNYC?
I love this.
Here's TraxNYC! Akai! Garbage! You motherfuckers are garbage!
Come on, this is a clip of the year. I
want justice for that chair. Let's see.
You want to be TraxNYC?
I want justice for that chair, OC. What did that chair do?
Chair was not that's a good quality Ames, or it's a knockoff Ames.
200 million views. 200 million.
I know, that's remarkable.
Well, what does Watch by Jules say? Max, it's always. Oh, you were saying that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one you were saying is
The people on this guy is beloved by the people on the street and beloved by the customers. And it's not just, we had a guy on the show yesterday. He called in from Ohio. He's not a watch guy. He's not a jewelry guy. He's nothing. But he called in and he said, I'm a young guy and I subscribe to this guy because I'm entertained. I like the content. I like the energy.
Look at the verdict on Watch by Jules comment. How many likes she got for that one saying "C'est la vie"?
Yeah, that is only eight replies, but 167 likes.
Yeah, compared to 50,000 likes, 5,000 likes. So not many people agree with Watch by Jules that this one should just go under the bridge.
Yeah, Moses got 42,000 likes when he said, "Don't never spit on a man's face." Trax, anything you need, I got you. That's the shit that they respect. This code of I got your back, loyalty, all this stuff, protecting the street.
Worldstar got 12,000.
12,000, yeah.
It's massive. It's beautifully done by Trax.
Each one of these headlines is funny. This one is, need my 22K from these thieves. They robbing people and calling the cops on me. Can't make this shit up. This one is, they tried to kill me, strangle me with my own chain because I gave a refund to their scam.
The previous one had a community note.
Let's see. Community note, Trax. Oh, so this is written by an Instagram user. I've never seen this comment of a community note before. Trax is mad because scammers continue to use his name as a credible source when they undervalue a piece. It came to Trax's attention when a client came to him for a second opinion after buying a, quote, Trax authenticated piece. Trax compensated the client. Now he's collecting from the scammer. Instagram users in the community notes program rated this note helpful. Do you agree? Interesting. That was written. So certain Instagram users have the influence to create a community note on certain
I think
posts.
that community note is factually questionable, to say the least.
Yeah, I wonder what it adds at all, honestly. I don't. Or maybe they're just adding context from the other videos. It seems oddly official with no.
It sounds like it was written by. It sounds like an AI summary that you see on the bottom of videos.
It says sources though.
So this is the receipt from this.
It has a link to sources.
Yeah, it says Instagram uses community notes program.
There's a button above it. Sources.
Instagram.com.
It's probably just the other video.
It's TraxNYC himself that wrote the community note. So, oops, closed it.
Yeah.
No, I'm all for it. Like, I want to see more of this stuff. I think this is how people should normally.
Well, but wait a minute.
Yeah, that won't really amount to violence sooner. Or
Hey,
later.
did you ever get stiffed by an AD? Did they ever promise you anything?
No.
What do you think the next step is?
No.
TM.
Don't lie, Brody. That's how you got your RM. You went in there with this level of energy.
No,
Wasn't even your hometown. Different county.
I was shocked. I was shocked when I got the call. I didn't think I was ever going to get it. They didn't promise me anything.
You went in there right up to the counter, started knocking on it, shaking it. Where's my 67?
That's right.
Thank
Ozzy,
you, TM.
you gotta light up a party city one day.
Yeah.
Aussie, of all the local establishments, is there one that you feel would be the most likely to be the victim of a Aussie expat rampage?
Oh, no. I don't go to many places. I haven't spent much time in a place that has pissed me off. So,
see, let's do a poll. Who wants to see more of this behavior from Trax?
Okay.
The Trax
All right.
behavior.
I definitely do. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I definitely do.
Oh my God.
I need more of this. He'll do more. He will do more.
Brody.
But no spitting. No spitting. right?
Brody,
That's the important thing. No spitting.
let me be clear. I don't want
That's
him
the
to do
important
it.
thing. Yeah,
I don't want him to do it to try to solve a problem. I want him to do it for my own entertainment.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's who's in the chat, giving them the thumbs up. They
I
like
think
the
that's most of America. I think that's like 95% of America.
yeah. That's sad. That's a sad indictment on our culture, Buckley.
I mean, we got Trump in the White House twice. I mean, there's a lot of that in there.
I understand that, but it's still a sad indictment on our culture that we want to see more of this kind of behavior.
Well, they should stop thinking.
Yeah,
people
but
put.
if people stop scamming, then there's no cause. So I mean,
There's no cause for it. Nope.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone should just stop being so fucking gay. You know? If everyone stopped being so fucking gay, then everything would be great.
We have a poll question live. Do you, the poll question is, do you enjoy TraxNYC content as a form of pure entertainment?
Now, let me tell you this. If I was going to buy a chain, I for sure would buy it from Trax.
Nah.
Yeah. Who else are you going to go to?
I'll go to Miami. I'll go to
Oh, I go to CRM. That's true. I go to CRM. But if I'm in New York City, I'll go to Trax. Why not? He stands on the business.
Yeah.
I still don't
One of-
understand what that means.
One of the things.
Standing
one of
on
the things-
business means getting involved in other people's business in very violent ways.
I don't understand these these urban dictionary kind of
You
terms.
guys are
like
fucking. You guys are fucking milky white boomers. What do you want from me? You guys are like farmland milk in the fridge. What do you want from me? You're gonna expire soon. I'm sorry.
We are doomed, says MJ. Thank you very much for that.
I agree with that, MJ. MJ, you're right.
Vote in the poll now. The poll question is, do you respect or enjoy TraxNYC's content merely as a form of pure entertainment? Yes or no? And don't lie. Don't lie, guys. Come on, tell the truth.
Absolutely.
It's an anonymous poll.
I saw Trax recently in an interview, and they were talking about watches a little bit with a Las Vegas podcaster here, Graham Stephan, who I had the pleasure of having dinner with last year. But it surprises me as to how little Trax still knows about watches. He's still he's about as beginner as the first video he ever mentioned a bust down watch.
Terrible taste.
Well, he makes way more money on this chain shit.
Mm-hmm.
The margins in jewelry are, especially on 47th Street, these guys buy things for $1 and sell it for 20, literally. So
I think it's easy. I think it's also easier to flush out counterfeit stuff. Like it's easy to test the purity of gold, right?
yeah.
You have to worry about that shit.
Yeah, and he wears bad watches because he basically sells bad watches. You know,
He wears the shit that he sells. That's it.
He doesn't sell.
You make a well-made chain. You don't really have to worry about people bringing them back with problems. You know what I mean? It's not like watches.
Yep.
But he does sell watches, as far as I can tell, his videos. He does actually sell them. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean they're gross. They're fucking gross.
Mm-hmm. Did you see though, Buckley? He did a video fairly recently saying that Nika was right about doing bust downs, that they're garbage. You see that?
I didn't see it. No.
Yeah, it was pretty recent.
I remember along those lines. I don't think he said exactly that they're garbage, but I think what he's conceding is that you can't add the cost of the diamonds to the cost of the watch, and that's your final value.
Right.
He conceded that.
Yeah, he conceded that they lose value. And yeah, he didn't use the word garbage, but yeah, he did. Yeah.
We are on the website traxnyc.com.
Oh fuck, dude! I want that
Desert Eagle.
Yeah, the Desert Eagle with the wings.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's get that one.
My wife would like that one.
Oh, the
gold.
Uzi. I want the Uzi because I stand on the business.
I'd take the AK. My wife would take the Desert Eagle. I'd take the AK. No, I want the Angel with the AK, not just the AK.
Look at this. This is the kind of stuff that his audience, his market, his customer base.
Brody, do you understand
wants.
now as we look at these pendants about what standing on the business mean?
Yeah, garbage.
Now
Ugly
look at this.
garbage.
So
you know
I
what
mean,
that
you
stuff
got-
ends up on? That stuff ends up on the police auctions.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's where he
IRS
sources his
auctions,
stuff.
police auctions, FBI auctions. That's where that stuff ends up. You can buy that track stuff at a discount there.
Oh shit, Kodak Black, John Jones.
Yeah, he's close. He's very close with Kodak. Keep going. I think I'm done. I'm done. You want to shift topics or talk about anything else? Or it's Saturday night? I'm fucking done. How about you guys?
I'm good. What did we learn? What did we learn?
Nothing. But that's the point of it. Is that
We learned
we're entertained.
that you got to
What did
stand
we
on the
learn?
business.
Does anybody want to jump on the panel? Jump on the
Tracks
panel.
to the
Listen,
moon.
Tear
how
up
often do
the
you have a chance to be on a
district,
panel with
call out
Buckley,
the scammers.
Aussie expat?
Why the fuck would you want to be on the panel with me? I'm toxic sludge.
No.
That's your rebuttal? No.
No. Come on. Buckley's loved. We did a poll. 80% of the people want more Buckley. They want more Buckley on the streams.
I want Trax on the fucking panel because I don't. He's definitely watching.
There are people from Trax.
Trax, hop on. I want to have a word with you, man.
We wouldn't have 70 people watching. We had 242 people watching yesterday. Believe me, Trax's people were watching.
Well, if Trax people are watching,
Busta
Trax,
Rhymes.
hop on. Let's arrange a show.
Isn't Busta Rhymes dead, or is he still alive?
Come on, we'll give you your.
Why would he be dead?
Oh, remember that? Did you see that funny clip of Busta Rhymes where the person thought he was Tracy Morgan?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit!
It's pretty
Okay,
funny.
hold on a second. Let me see if that was YouTube or not. All right, hold on. Here we go. See this? This is from TMZ. Busta Rhymes.
Get the video on this. Tracy Morgan. Oh, Tracy.
What? Oh.
Oh boy.
Hey, what did I just say? Wait. What you say? Nah. Bro, what did you just say? My boy out here. Put your camera down. Tracy Morgan. I don't know. My boy said Tracy. Post around, nigga. I'm not talking to you, homie.
See, Busta Rhymes is standing on the business right now.
I don't know why he would be this invested.
Because he's standing on the business.
Do you think this kid intentionally misidentified him?
He may have, but to this, you just walk away. I mean, it's not a.
No, that's not standing on the business.
Buckley takes every offense. Like
Is that a real Chanel hoodie that we just? Is that really what Chanel are doing these days? There's this the black hoodie with a circle on it. It says Coco Chanel.
Yo, what happened? What?
So someone probably told him like, "Yo, go take your picture with Tracy Morgan," and the kid doesn't know fucking anything. He just walks up to the guy and goes, "Hey, Tracy, thanks," or whatever. And Busta Rhymes goes, "What the fuck you say?" It's like, I don't know, just get scared to death.
Now that we've got time,
Anybody
we
gets
can
in on
back
that
up,
video?
and you guys can figure out what World Star is.
Oh, World Star is great.
So I think just worldstar.com. It's been maybe half a decade since I've last gone.
What is it?
It's just a site of people fighting in the ghetto basically all day long.
It's just nonstop what you just saw. Like
Yeah.
what 200 million people saw is like people have been enjoying for a generation now.
It's nonstop altercation in the ghetto. That's all it is. Altercation after altercation. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And there's usually someone with a camera and another person screaming World Star.
Yeah.
So is it World Star Hip Hop or just World Star? It says World Star.
Yeah, World Star Hip Hop, but there's nothing in there but hip hop.
Yeah. Is that the case? Because I mean, I understand it to just be fight videos.
It's basically just fight videos.
Yeah.
And shootings.
Yeah, there's a pretty good subreddit now just dedicated to Chicago.
Okay.
Guys, thanks so much for being on the panel. Brody, legal mind extraordinaire, Aussie expat, not afraid to have a debate. Mazelito. Buckley, thank you for being on. Everyone in the chat.
All right.
Appreciate all of your support. We had a incredible. I want to thank the super chatters and the member milestone chats. Sammy, Double Crown, Madman, Boris, the third, Dear Artifact. We had Gatsby by Jefferson Electric, PG, Ryan Hofrey, Stephen L, and the Greater Gatsby. Thank everybody for. I missed a comment from earlier. Sean, member for 13 months. I'm pissed by the apparent scam committed by Akai, but I'm disturbed by Trax's over-the-top maniacal behavior. Seems to be theatrical and self-serving. True and true. Happy New Year.
Agreed.
But that's what he does. That's what he does. Here's what we'll do. We will do an after show. If anybody wants to stay on the panel, they can. VIP after show. These guys will stay on for at least 5 minutes. I'll force them to. Boom. There's the link to hop on the VIP after show. And I'll take this opportunity to remind you to reach for the catch you on the next one. Peace out. Join the after show. Click on the link.